What's up? We are back. And we are back on Sleeper. I know. After share my screen. After Tuesday, which did not go smoothly. And I know a lot of you did not like, you couldn't see the draft board. So we're back on Sleeper. We got everybody moved over to Sleeper. We're back. Ready to draft on a Thursday. We got quite a group here to draft tonight too, so should be a good one. I wonder if Sleeper updated their ADP. CMC, Cook, Kamara, Henry, Barkley, Adams, Chubb, Taylor. Hey, I found the scroll bar. Look at that. Okay, it scrolled very fast. Oh my gosh. What's up, Jeremy?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Nick?
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Nice fantasy draft. Thursday,
Yeah.
great way to end the week.
For sure. To end the week, it's only Thursday.
Well, I don't really have anything going on tomorrow, so for me, it's the end of the week. But
All right.
you know what I mean, though. It's a nice way to end the.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
You got to get them started with fantasy at a young age.
That's right.
Well, so funny moment. We were in a drive-through waiting for food, and my son we're next to a baseball field, and he's like, "I want to see football," and I'm sitting there laughing. And he's like, "Cause my Jags never lose." And then my wife just looks at me and starts to giggle, like, "Yeah, right." Last season. And I'm just like, "Oh, that's hurtful. That's hurtful."
All right.
Let him believe what he wants to believe.
I know Bill will be here. I'm sure they'll be here. Pretty sure this group tonight. I feel like everybody should be here tonight.
Yeah.
Especially because everybody just switched over in the last few hours. So no excuse.
Yeah.
You want to wave and say hi?
Hi, but what is he?
Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Now go bye-bye.
Is there any breaking news in the last day or so other than the Rodgers saga?
No, but now, of course, because this is how it always goes. Now, people close to him are saying well, he doesn't necessarily want to get traded. He just wants to work it out and make sure that they put the best team together to give him the best chance to win. It's yeah, no kidding. Because really, do you think Aaron Rodgers wants to go play for the Raiders or for the Broncos?
No.
Unless
if they paid him a lot more, but no.
He's been to back-to-back NFC Championship games. Do you really think he wants to go to the Raiders or the Broncos? And
now it's time for the backpedaling.
I also heard they offered him the highest contract, even more than Mahomes, and he said no. So I'm like,
that's crazy because he should not get paid more than Mahomes.
Oh no. Nobody should, at least not right now.
Yeah, Hunter on the chat said Kerryon Johnson was released from the Lions, but I'm not sure that moves the needle anyway.
I do think he's a good back. Just think he ended up in a bad situation. I can see him going to San Francisco and actually making the team.
Oh man,
Chad said Kerryon Johnson was released from the Lions, but I'm not sure that.
San Fran needs more running backs. That's what they need.
Anyway,
What's up, Francis?
a good back. I think just
What's up, Chris?
Hey, do you have our yeah,
Go into like San Francisco
YouTube?
and like making the team.
Is that you?
Oh, man.
Yeah, can you see me?
Johnson was
Yeah, I can see you and hear you, but I can also hear like us.
Oh yeah, I got it live on the YouTube.
Yeah, can you mute it?
Oh yeah, my bad.
No worries, no worries.
I know it's weird, right?
Yeah, it's because I hear like myself, but I hear what I said like 30 seconds ago.
My bad. First
No
timer,
worries.
man.
Who's the first
Yeah.
timer?
Oh, Bill's
Francis,
here.
so are
Buster
you?
Boom.
Oh,
Oh,
Buster
no,
Boom.
You're Buster Boom. All right.
You drafted with us. You just haven't been on the Zoom before.
Yeah, this is the first time, man.
Welcome,
Nice.
brother.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't check
Welcome.
your ID at the door though, kid. I don't know. We letting you in or what?
Nah, man, I'm old, man. I'm 33.
Nice. Where you from?
Are you
man?
really?
Yeah, Philly.
Damn,
Oh,
you
I
look
love
young.
Philly, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You look young,
Yes.
man.
That's why I keep drafting what's his name? Miles Sanders. Nobody likes him though, but I do.
You got to get some of those Gainwell shares now.
Oh yeah, I like Gainwell too. And Devontae Smith.
Yeah, Devonta Smith's going to be a great pick this year, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's like
Yeah.
he reminds me of a little bit of Deshaun Jackson.
Oh, exactly like Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, with I think he got better. He can run better routes, I guess.
Yeah, but he's not as fast, so that kind of equals it out.
Yeah.
But he's good. He reminds me just like him, man. Same build,
Mm-hmm.
home run hitter,
Finally got a receiver besides Jalen Rager.
dude.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey,
he
you
might,
guys,
Devonta might catch 100 balls this year, man. I'm not kidding. 90 or
I
100.
forgot we had that other sleeper last year, Travis Fulgham.
well, he wasn't a sleeper. He was just
I mean,
like
We
That's the
still
only
played
one
a
we
week or
had.
he
two.
literally didn't have anybody else. They
yeah.
literally
he,
were
had
like,
he had a couple good games. I picked him up on fantasy last year.
yeah, he was for a while there. They literally were just grabbing. They were grabbing receivers off the field and like, they're like, "Can you catch a football? Yes. Okay, come on, you can play."
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he won me a
Mr.
week or two,
Camus.
so he helped me out.
Mr. Camus is here.
Yeah. Camus.
Camus, my bad. Pierre, it's good to have you back in the draft, brother.
Yeah, it's nice to be in the draft. I was in the flea flicker one on Tuesday. I guess we weren't fans of that, huh? The platform.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I've used it
Jordan's
before, but
I see Young Money. I think we're just missing Dimitri, but Dimitri's always here. Let me just see. I would be
And
surprised.
by the way, Pierre, great draft, man. I didn't get to talk to you. You weren't on the Zoom. Great draft, brother.
well, thanks. I got to get my guys. See, it's for real now because this post NFL draft. So no more
Yeah.
experimenting. No more 3 running backs to start.
Man, you do have 3 running backs to start.
Yo,
your
Chris is still living he's still in his own head about CEH. He hates that pick, the running back there, man.
Well, you
Ruined
know,
his entire draft.
yeah, you know what it showed me was not happening. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. It just your build is just so hard after that. Especially
Yeah.
with you. Dude, you guys are harder to draft against than my best ball
I know.
for sure.
Absolutely.
In my
That's a
best ball
compliment.
drafts, I'll get like, I don't know, like AJ Brown, maybe like with one of the running backs, and then I'll get like AJ Brown, maybe like Keenan Allen, Michael Thomas, somebody like that. Then I'll get like Deontay Johnson, Cooper Kupp, and I'm just like,
Here.
oh. So
The whole knowledge of the community over the last month and a half, 2 months has been incredibly grateful, and gratifying too, because they have really, learned from practice, which is all you can ask for by doing this, man. And you guys giving them the amount of knowledge and then them applying what they feel. So it's always fun, man. That's why you got to do this.
yep.
That's exactly it. Sharpen the saw.
That's right,
sharpen the
man.
Sword, I guess, whichever one you prefer, and then use it. real draft season. But
Oh yeah, that's why Bill's getting sniped all night.
It's gonna come back to bite us when we do this league, our dynasty startup, and then everybody knows exactly what the other's gonna do.
Mhm.
Guys
All right.
like Cam
Go ahead.
Akers and AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Cause those are my two keepers from my fantasy league with my boys.
Oh, you're
Good picks.
good.
Yeah,
Did we start yet?
Yeah, we're gonna start. I don't think Dimitri's here in the 10, but we got a guy on the YouTube chat. I think that'll draft if he doesn't show up. So here we go. Francis, you're on the clock, buddy.
I'm ready taking McCaffrey.
All right, easy peasy.
Easy peasy. That's a two. That's equals to 2 running backs right there.
Yeah,
No
like 1.5.
Saquon?
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully 1.5.
Now I'm going all receivers
right.
after this.
Jordan, you can do something crazy here, like Alvin Kamara, Aaron.
What's
Jones.
up, everybody? How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Not bad,
Yeah.
not bad. I don't think I've drafted this guy once. I know Bill's gonna hate me for it over Saquon, but
Oh,
I need a cook share.
That's the right pick, especially with what they did to the offensive line.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they definitely shifted the needle for me. And the Giants' offensive line is still horrendous.
Yeah, I'm
Is-
a little nervous for Saquon just because of that, but
is Money here?
yeah, he's here. What's up, Young Money?
What's going on, everybody?
There's my boy. What's up, man?
What's going on? You know, I had to take your boy. I was hoping Dalvin
You
would
better
follow
take my
me,
boy.
but I'll
There you
take
go.
Saquon as well.
Of course. All right, want to see some crazy stuff right now?
Sure.
All right.
We
go
ready for
it.
crazy? Tell me you're ready for crazy, everybody.
Let's get it spicy.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's get spicy. You want me to get
Hold on,
spicy?
Let me predict DeAndre Hopkins at the 5.
Oh my God!
Was he
Was
tapped in?
Oh,
Was he
I
tapped into our
predicted it.
Discord call?
You can't even
No!
you can't even be crazy with us anymore because we all know who we all like.
Chris, go play the lottery, man.
Not even playing the lottery. We all know who we all are gonna take. It's like we all have our guys.
Pretty good. Let me tell you something. I saw, and you're not going to believe it, I saw Devontae today in a mock in the 3rd round.
Okay, I just
Which
started
one?
this-
Smith or Adams?
Devontae Adams.
What?
What?
I know people are insane. I just started a best ball
Rodgers.
draft.
Is it because of that Aaron Rodgers drama?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just went Devontae Adams, Austin Eckler at the 1-2 turn in my last best ball draft.
Wow.
I mean, even if Jordan Love isn't Aaron Rodgers, he's got to be throwing to Devontae more than anybody else.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, remember, I don't know if you guys remember when Deshaun Watson was a rookie. Hold on, I'm hooking up our guy in the chat. He would throw. It was like he would throw to DeAndre Hopkins like 15 times a game, and Hopkins would have like 7 catches. But it didn't matter because he was getting 15. Like, yeah, he was only catching like less than half his targets, but it didn't matter because he was getting like 15 targets a game. And I think that's what happened with Jordan Love. But I don't want to have him in my top 12 anymore.
Yeah, man.
But I also don't think they're going to trade Aaron Rodgers, and everybody who let Devontae Adams fall that far is going to get an amazing value.
Yeah, it's a lot of noise about nothing. Aaron Rodgers is going to play. He wants to come back. They even said today, he was talking to, was it John Kuhn? He's saying that, he wants to play for the Packers. He's just trying to get his way. So,
Exactly.
I mean, I wasn't getting Devontae Adams in the 1st round anyways, but I mean, if he's in the 2nd round, you got to take him.
Yes.
I've been thinking about this whole Aaron Rodgers drama. Can you imagine being, what's his name, Brian Gutekunst, the GM? And
Man, what he's doing to him. Yeah. Jeez.
And like, I'd feel so disrespected. Like this Aaron Rodgers guy wants to get me fired when he's doing the best job he can. Like he's obviously not purposefully pissing Aaron off. I hope he's doing what he truly believes is going to help the team win. And Aaron Rodgers is like, nah, he's got to go or I'm out of here. I feel so disrespected.
Well, in
Yeah.
the defense of Rodgers, though, like
The
So-
Jordan Love thing is crazy.
yeah, the Jordan Love pick was a little crazy, but like even so, like Andy Dalton knew that Justin Fields was going to get picked. Like they called him and said, "Hey, we're picking Justin Fields," just to let you know. If Andy
right.
Dalton can get that courtesy, I don't understand why Aaron Rodgers wasn't even at least told, "Hey, we're going to go with our future QB. We're just going to let you know." But he wasn't given that courtesy. And I even think I think someone was saying today when Brett Favre was notified when and they chose Aaron Rodgers. So it was kind of like, well, my successor knew that I was coming in. Why wasn't I let known that he was coming in?
Is
So
that a
it's one of those.
fireable offense though?
It's a I don't think Aaron Rodgers wants to get him fired. I think Aaron Rodgers is just like, hey, things have happened within the last organization within the last 4 to 5 years that I've not liked, and I've kind of grinded my teeth and said I'm okay with it. But now, like, we need to fix things. Like, I'm
Who
your
even
guys'
is Aaron
QB for at
Rodgers?
least
Like,
the next 2 years.
what authority
Maybe.
does he think he has? Like, I don't understand why he thinks he can call the shots out here. He's a player.
But he can hold out, man. And then, he doesn't, because I don't think he cares about money. That's the thing. I don't think he cares, man.
30 million
but
though.
that's fine. They took a quarterback for a reason, just as a backup. So if they really believe in Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers can go, and they hopefully believe they're okay with Jordan Love.
Yeah, they go from the NFC Championship to the lottery in 1 year.
I don't know if they go to the lottery. They got a solid roster. I don't think Jordan loves that. They'd be a 500 team.
Well,
Obviously better with Aaron Rodgers. But if he wants, if he's essentially saying it's Gutekunst or me, you cannot let him have that much power, because that's going to open up Pandora's box, and he's going to start calling shots after that.
Well, that's what they're saying is happening. It's becoming like the NBA, where the players basically can just dictate wherever they go. I mean, that's already happened, right? Like, the players just say, like, I'm not going to play. And the players say mid-season, like with Harden, he's just like, look, I'm done here. You will trade me. And they do it. That's what the quarterbacks are going to start doing in the NFL after the Tom Brady situation, where Tom Brady, he's like, look, I'm done here. I did my time. I'm out. And now all these quarterbacks are going to start doing it because they realize, like, even if you think Jordan Love is whatever he's going to be, it doesn't even matter if the Packers.
Tom Brady played out his
he was a free agent though.
Yeah,
he was a free agent though. That's different.
Yeah. Wow.
Aaron Rodgers is under contract. He's mad because they won't give him an extension, and apparently
he's severely underpaid, so he needs to get his $35 million.
I think all professional athletes are underpaid, but that's a whole nother discussion.
That's a different story. You're right.
Yeah, for baseball players, but yeah.
It's coming off his best
Depends
season.
on the player, but yeah.
Dimitri on, or he's in the chat.
I've just never heard of a quarterback.
There's a guy Hunter is drafting from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think things are going to start changing in that respect. The players they're seeing what's going on in the NBA. They're going to start trying to use their leverage. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, if there's a quarterback who has leverage, it's him.
Absolutely.
Yo, Hunter, let's go, man.
What are we doing, bro?
So we got a Hunter from the YouTube chat, because I don't know how you switch over in the middle of the day and then don't make it to the draft, Dimitri.
I've seen Dimitri before too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, how you Dolphins fans feeling about them cutting Bobby McCain? What was that about?
What? Because they got
McCourty. Jason McCourty today.
Oh yeah. Is he good? Because he has a meeting with Washington on Monday.
Who, McCourty?
No, McCain.
Oh, McCain.
Oh yeah, no. McCain was more of a vocal leader. He wasn't
I heard
very
he was
skilled in the back end. He had trouble tackling, wrapping up.
Yeah, he's not a big playmaker. Like, he was solid, but he wasn't a game changer.
It's like we have Eric Rowe, we have Brandon Jones, who we drafted last year out of Texas, who came into his own. We're looking at Malik Hooker. So
I saw that.
We'll be fine.
Y'all were looking like playmakers. Fall to me. It's part of the second round. All right, I'll give it over now.
He's been falling, actually.
That's Pierre's boy.
It's over now.
I think if we sign Malik Hooker and he can be healthy, we might rival the Browns with one of the best defenses.
Could be.
Dude, I'm telling you, the defenses that are going to be good next year. I think the Bucs are a playoffs defense. I don't know if they're going to be, because they weren't that great in the regular season last year. So I mean, if they pick up where they left off after the Super Bowl, then obviously they're talented, one of the best defenses in the NFL. But Browns, Colts, I think Ravens will be up there. Definitely Miami's up there. I think the Patriots will be good. Washington will be, Giants will be up there as well. Be a lot of good
It's funny
defenses
because I
this
was
year.
just in a party chat on Xbox with a bunch of my buddies, and we were talking top 10 defenses literally last night.
Uh-oh. This could be a crazy roster construction here.
You going
Let's take Calvin Ridley.
you going
Yeah,
kicker?
we
Oh,
always
guys,
take
y'all-
Calvin Ridley.
Y'all giving me
Going-
shit all the time about that. Now I gotta mix it up. 'Cause y'all giving me shit
Kicker
about
already or what?
No, fuck that. You all giving me shit about him. And when he's wide receiver 1, I want all the money. Thank you, all of it.
Take Cal
No,
Pitts
it's
now.
gonna
Get
be
it over with.
Stephon. I'm telling you.
I'll go there just to piss everyone off. There you go.
Wow, I think that's the first time I've seen you take
Dang,
him.
I was hoping he'd fall to me.
That was good value for him,
Well,
too.
that's
There.
fine, Bill. I'll take him.
Yeah, I'll let you have my boy.
All right. This is an interesting spot here.
Yeah.
This third round's gonna be very, very.
Hold on, I just
Well,
came back.
We've
Bill,
been
you didn't
saying
take Calvin Ridley?
No, I took DK this week
Okay.
just to see how give it a little different flavor this week.
Mm-hmm.
See how the roster looks. I think I'm okay with DK in my 2. I'm all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we
Man,
good.
it's hard to beat those rosters that start Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, and then Keenan Allen or Terry McLaurin. It's just like, dang. This is so good.
Which one do we care? Which one do we have the most concern about out of Allen? Because this is going to be a good question right there. The 4, Allen, McLaurin, Thomas, and Allen Robinson now at the upgrade. Who of those 4 guys, I want to hear from everyone in the Zoom, do we have the most worry about of those 4?
Thomas and McLaurin for me.
Okay. How about you, Jay?
Yeah, I would say Thomas. I'm not so worried about McLaurin because of Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
I like Fitzpatrick a lot. We're just the uncertainty in New Orleans. I mean, Michael Thomas will be fine. He's an underneath guy, so he'll
Okay.
be a safety blanket. I mean,
Okay.
in the second, early third round, you really can't go wrong here.
You up, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'm trying to decide. I don't know. People are going to call me crazy, but I mean, he's been a wide receiver 1 his entire career. Now he gets an upgrade at quarterback.
No, that's the pick.
That pick at all.
That's the pick for sure.
Who's
I might be
Michael
owning a lot
Thomas
of Bears
quarterback?
this year. I don't know how I feel about that.
Is Jameis Winston the quarterback?
Who knows?
From now.
Probably, but it's not confirmed.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like one of those training camp things.
I don't know what to make of Michael Thomas. Honestly, I don't know how to feel because if it's going to be back and forth, right, every other game, whoever's hot or whoever doesn't turn the ball over, I mean, that could be a mess. But
I
I
mean,
just
what's their
keep thinking-
second option? Traquan Smith? He's
Man,
got to get all the targets.
Yeah,
that's
but
why-
it could just
that's
be
why I
that
was
the
really
offense
hoping
just
they
isn't
would-
efficient. You know what I mean? That with Jameis, if they're turning the ball over and it's just not the same. That's like whoever it is not Drew Brees. You know what I mean? So that's what worries me. It's like it was easy for him to get a ton of targets because that's what Brees does. He just hits them on those intermediate routes constantly, the short routes. He's going to get a ton of targets. Well, it's not the same style of play, so I don't know.
And we know if it's Winston. Because we saw like any wide receiver with like we saw Evans and Godwin were beasts with him. So that's why I'm not as worried about. I mean, obviously there's risk with Thomas. I'm more worried about Kamara.
Let's see how this works. And
Wow.
let's see how this works. I think this can work.
Gross.
Yeah.
I think that can work.
Gross.
We're trying something new.
It's
I'll
worth a
tell you what,
shot.
I'm not going to own any Harris this year. If that's
Not
where
even
he's
if it's-
going,
I was about to say
Not
not
even
in
if
the
it's
third round.
not even in the 4th, like an early 4th.
Well, he wasn't going in the 4th. I wasn't getting him in the 4th year, so
I'd rather Montgomery over Harris at this point.
Stop giving away my picks, bro. Stop. Damn. Had a plan. I told you the reverse draft plan from like round 6 up. Trying to employ that today, brother.
Hey, Montgomery's my guy, okay? I don't want everyone hopping on the Montgomery train now.
Yo, I saw somebody take him at the end of the third today in a mock. I was pumped for you.
Whoa.
Nah, honestly, I
too
wouldn't
rich for
take him
my
there. I
blood.
think that's too high.
Yeah.
That's you're drafting
That's
him at
too
a
rich for
ceiling.
my blood.
But I was happy for you, is what I'm saying.
Nah, I
Driving his
understand
ADP
that, but
up.
like even me, as much as I like him, I wouldn't take him at the end of the third. I think you're drafting him at
No
his
way.
ceiling there. That's too high for
Mid-fourth
me.
is
So
fine.
That's above his ceiling.
All right, hopefully this.
I see they must have updated the ADP or the rankings a little bit, right? I actually
did, yeah.
see T. Higgins and Deontay Johnson without having to scroll down.
Yeah.
That'll help.
the triple running back stack.
Who did that? Me?
The
Oh,
guy,
who's
guy from
Me.
10
YouTube.
spot.
Oh, the guy from YouTube, yeah.
Okay, well, I know I'm taking this guy. So I'm gonna need to decide. I think I gotta go. Actually, I'll take a chance with this guy as my 3.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Then I gotta take this guy as my RB1. Got it.
Oh, gross.
I knew Bill was
20
gonna
plus
say
touches
something.
a week in the 4th round,
God,
bro.
he'll play 2 weeks and then he's going to bitch about
I
his
mean,
calf.
hopefully that old line can get it
My
together.
calf.
You know what?
My
It's not
calf.
gonna be. It's not gonna be
Don't
worse.
worry
It's not
about
gonna
it.
be worse than Najee Harris's O line. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's
That
younger.
O-line-
He won't
that
be getting
O-line was
my
the worst.
calf, my toenail. My
You know,
toenail,
Najee Harris
guys.
is almost 24 years old. He's not even young. He's like an old ass running back, honestly. 24.
24? That's not
That's
bad.
crazy. Zeke is
24?
25.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey's only like 25. Dalvin Cook's only 25.
Well, no, I'm saying it's not bad. I mean, for a rookie, yeah,
For
sure,
a
if that's what
rookie,
you meant.
though. Zeke's already 25 and he's played
Yeah,
4 or
I'm saying
5
for a
years.
rookie.
Oh, okay, I got you. My bad. I thought you just meant in
Like
general.
he might. Well, how old is Mixon?
He's
25?
turning 26 for the draft. I mean, for the season.
On Sleeper, it says he's 24.
Yeah,
Is he really?
24 on Google. Yeah,
That's not right.
He's like the same age as.
That's not
Najee.
right.
I can't be right.
Rye's 22.
It probably is because he's only entering his 4th year.
Wow.
Yeah, he's 24. Well, he'll be 25 in July.
That's such an elite month.
Y'all getting crazy.
Okay.
Y'all getting crazy here. Najee just turned 23 like a month ago.
Okay.
Stop.
So he'll be 23 and a half. He'll be
Dude,
20.
he's in March. He just turned 23 in March. What the fuck?
Okay. So he's 2 years younger than guys that have been in the league for 4 years.
With 0 carries on him. He's fine.
Doesn't that mean he's more pro ready?
Yeah, he's good, man.
0 carries. He was carrying the ball a bunch at Alabama.
Oh, I'm talking about 0 pro carries, my man. You know what I mean.
He still got tread on the tires, though.
Look, the big thing.
You
I
know
don't
who
care
you'd
about-
rather have. If you're saying you'd rather have Mixon than him, come on, boys.
No.
100%.
That's.
Okay, that's all. I'm
Okay, wait. Are we talking fantasy or like their talent?
Fantasy,
Either.
I think.
Fantasy.
Oh.
Either.
Either Najee. I
The
would still say
quadruple
Najee.
running back stack.
I know. I was about to say 4 running backs.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. Because like, what
I'll
is he
take
trying to
Joe
create a
Mixon
market
in
over here?
fantasy, but I'll take Najee as a talent.
That's what I say. Of course. Bigger man,
People
faster man.
are sleeping on how horrifically bad that Steelers offensive line is going to be.
Yeah, I said I'll take Joe Mixon in fantasy, but Najee as a talent.
Bottom 2 offensive line, and I don't care how good Najee Harris is. He's not Barry Sanders good. He's going to be
he's not.
averaging like 3.5 yards per carry.
No, he's not. You're right.
He's gonna get crazy volume, though. It's actually gonna be insane.
But so is Joe Mixon. Look, not even like in love with Joe Mixon.
He's gonna have to.
Yeah, if he's the main pass catching guy, then yeah, then he'll be fine. But Yeah, I think Chris is exactly right. You're not going to find a lot of holes to run through. But yeah, so what was it, Chris? One of the drafts we're in, the best ball draft, number 6 overall.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Like at least Edwards-Helaire last year went to the Chiefs, where it's like maybe he'll score 20 touchdowns.
Exactly.
All right, boys. I got the guy in the same tier as the other guys. I'm pretty happy. Thank you.
Man,
Dang,
Thank
I got
you.
sniped.
Thank you.
I don't know how to feel about Higgins.
And that's I know, but still,
I mean, I like
I love
Higgins
having that
a lot.
conversation.
I like.
No, I
Higgins.
love having that conversation because you could say a million things, right? You can fit it to your narrative that Chase is going to take some of the coverage away, and he's going to get more single coverage on the outside, and Chase is going to play the slot. So even when they go nickel, he's going to have single coverage, and Higgins will be the outside home run guy. Or you could say that Chase is going to take away enough of his targets that he's going to become a wide receiver 2, low end 2, not reach wide end wide receiver 1 numbers. So it's whatever your narrative makes you feel better, you can go with them.
That's true.
That's why wide receivers are so tough.
That's why I just stack. That's why I just stack the elite ones and don't worry about it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think you still got to go Higgins over Chase, though. I mean, people are putting Chase
Yep.
as the number 1 guy. That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean,
Yep. I
We are
agree.
seeing some running back risers. I remember when I used to get Myles Gaskin in the 7th, 8th, and everybody gave me shit.
Hey now.
he's going to be sleeper now.
You don't think that's too early for Myles Gaskin?
What's that?
You think it's too early for Myles Gaskin?
No, that's probably about right for him now. It's just crazy to see how far these things. It's just crazy to see how far how things have changed.
And then Mike Davis. And just watched the Dolphins sign Todd Gurley or Le'Veon Bell or something.
Would it even matter?
Well,
you know,
in real life, no.
It would be nice if they did, because then those guys would probably drop again, because people would be like, oh no, Todd Gurley or Le'Veon Bell or Kerryon Johnson, like if they sign Kerryon Johnson or something.
Yeah.
I'm like hoping one of those teams do, so that their ADP starts dropping again, because yeah, I miss getting those guys in like the 7th, 8th round, 9th round.
Gurley will come in week 1, dislocate his knee, back to Gaskin.
Yeah, it won't even like Gurley's now at like that guy's done. He's done.
I like it,
Yeah,
young
the
money.
Rams ran him into the ground.
Yeah,
I was gonna
like that, young money.
get the Jamar T. Higgins stack, but you sniped me.
I remember when I used to get Courtland Sutton in the 6th, and now you guys are taking him in the 4th. See, I still get.
I know. I thought I might get
Take
sniped.
Take that as a compliment, Chris.
No, I'm just saying. I'm like, man, these drafts have gotten tough.
Yep.
I needed a
People are
good
listening.
receiver 2,
Yo,
and he's the only receiver 1 there.
And I'm going to hit you with some higher ADP, but I'm convinced. So there you go. I'll take that
Yep.
all day.
There you go.
Whoa. Oh no, my plans are falling apart.
All right, who scores more, Mike Davis or Najee this year?
That's a tough one.
Davis.
No, that is tough. I got to be honest. Are they going to still use Ito Smith and those guys as the pass catching backs? They're going to probably do that, right?
Nah, very little. Even with Gurley there, they got very little run.
Well, Davis doesn't catch many balls, though, right? Not at all.
No, he caught a ton last
He
year.
can.
I mean,
He
in this
can.
offense. No. I know that last year, but in this offense, he won't, right?
Well, I don't know. Who knows in this offense? I mean, no, he's not going to catch as many as he did in Carolina last year, because
Okay.
Matt Ryan doesn't throw to the running backs as much.
But I do believe Najee can catch 50 balls,
Oh, yeah.
maybe 60. He's
Man.
a good receiving back, guys.
He is. No, you're right. He is, and he's going to need if he's going to pay off a 3rd round or even a 2nd round ADP like some crazy people are drafting him. He's going to need to catch 50 to 60 passes.
And I think that's completely within his range of outcomes, don't you?
Oh, definitely within his range for sure.
Okay, perfect. Backwards draft is working, Jay, just like I told you, baby. Can't wait to put that out for you guys when I get all the numbers done. I cannot wait to publish that.
Man,
Running back number 5.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Running back number 5 is
no, I explained the roster. Okay, he wants Brandon Ayuk.
Pierre took him.
Well, he just took him.
So you're done now. Pierre with a subtle build there. A nice subtle build, buddy. There you go.
Amari Cooper at the 4-4. I was thinking about him over Julio.
Don't love him, as you know. I hate him, but there I can't turn him down.
Well, I was hoping I would get Julio. Honestly, if Chris Carson would have slipped one more, I might have taken him. But take just
I got to pause this.
running backs, but
Okay, Juju, he says.
Fine, give him Juju all day. Oh, I love the casuals. They're nice people.
All right, we're back.
Nick, can I ask you a question, sir?
Nick is somehow not sniping this draft.
How do you feel? I'll wait till your picks are over, then I'll ask you. I'm sorry.
All right. Go ahead with your question.
Okay. We've talked about in the last 3 weeks, guys, about how the third round's the detour sign for your, especially in 3 wide receiver for your whole roster construction. The third round is your detour sign where you're going. But the Kelsey pick is always a detour sign depending on how you're going to build. Do you feel good about the build with Kelsey there?
No, looking back, I would have taken Akers.
Exactly. There you go. But your mind is like, I've got a Ferrari. How do I let the Ferrari go by me and not take it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was my thinking. But then now, because like I'm gonna be hard pressed to get a decent. Well, I'm not gonna get a decent RB2. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. But yeah, if I took Akers there, that would have freed me up, and I still could have gotten a decent tight end later.
Yep. I agree.
Well, I took your boy Jacobs, Bill, so you can feel good about that.
Thank you. Your grade just went up half a point. Thank you, Chris.
I know. That's why I did it.
You're the
I was
man.
going to say, running backs you used to be able to get good ones at the tail end of the 5th or maybe right at the beginning of the 6th. But now that everything's kind of settled, you really got to get it right before the 5th round. You can probably still get some in the middle of the 5th, but after that, they're gone.
You know what?
So after Hunt, who went 5-7.
Yes, Nick.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, Nick.
The thing is too, the drafts aren't as deep anymore. With these rookies kind of killing a couple of values like James Robinson, Melvin Gordon, and the rookies aren't in great spots. I mean, the running back and the wide receiver class. I mean, the drafts aren't as deep.
Yeah,
so you really got to hit on your first 6-7 picks.
Yeah, that's what happened. You used to see Najee in the 3rd, Etienne in the 4th, Javonte in the 5th, maybe, and then you start seeing like Carter, Gainwell, those guys.
I love that. That's a total non-Pierre pick. I love it.
Right?
I know that is a total non-Pierre pick.
Go against the grain, Pierre.
I'm convinced now. Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson down the board. Look, Lamar is going to have all these receivers to throw to. Why not? Right? Why not go with him?
And I'm going to change my complete build by getting this guy later than you all know where I'm going now. Just say it.
Kyle
Pitts.
Done, baby. Get him there while you can. Hey, I meant to tell all you guys, I'm in I think I DM'd a few of you guys. I'm in a super flex rookie mock right now, tight end premium, 7th pick. Pitts fell to the 7th pick. I couldn't believe it.
In tight end premium, who went ahead? Okay, so obviously the 3 QBs, and then maybe Chase, and then maybe Najee, and then who?
The person at 1-6 took Etienne over Pitts. That was that. That was it for me. Once that happened, I said, goodbye, guys. And then the 2-7, I got Rondale Moore. So I said, thank you, guys.
Dang, that's pretty
Christmas
good.
came early.
Speaking of the Dynasty League, let's chat about it. Let's figure out how we want to have this thing. So we definitely are going to Superflex, that's for sure.
Yep. I don't think we should do tight end premium though. No.
Yeah, screw that.
No.
Screw that.
3 wide receiver.
2 and 3, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver.
Yep. 1 flex or 2 guys. 1, right?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah, 1's good. And then no defense or kicker. F that.
No. I want no part.
And then do we want to go deep rosters or shallower, like 20, 25, 30? How deep we want to go?
Deep.
I feel 20. What do you think? 24 guys?
Well, so wait, how many wide receivers?
3.
It's just like this. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1.
Okay. So
And two
And super-
quarterbacks, two
and
running
super
backs,
flex.
3 wide receivers. 1 tight end, 1 flex.
Yeah,
Maybe we should go 2 flex then if we're not going to do defensive
we'll
kickers.
do,
That sound good?
we'll do 1 flex and 1 super flex.
yeah,
That's
that's
right.
what I was going to
That's what I meant.
suggest was the super flex.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Like you don't have to put it if you're like hurting at QB, you can put it somebody else in another position in there.
Fuck you, Jay. Jesus Christ. Come on, man.
You guys still there, dude? You're good.
Come on, Jay. That was my stack, bro.
Hey, we can make a trade.
I know. Why wouldn't you just wait and draft Justin Fields so you have the full Bears stack? You can get Darnell Mooney like in the 9th, 10th, and then Justin
Oh God.
Fields.
Then I'm really living on the edge with the Bears.
Get Cole Kmet as your tight end. You're good. All right, so we want 24 man roster.
24 is good usually, Chris.
All right.
Is that good for
I
you?
think that's good for this league. No, it's good for this league. It's good for this league because there'll still be like
All right.
players on the waiver.
30.
I thought for
30.
sure Buster Boom was going to take this guy here. I'm glad
When
to
you
get
go
him.
30, then there's nothing on the waiver wire. Guys get disinterested.
Jay, I was hoping he'd fall to me.
24 is good. Okay.
I maybe would have taken him over Mark Andrews.
How about the first weekend in June, guys?
If Buster Boom went tight
the
end, he
draft?
probably would have taken Andrews. So
We'll figure out a time to draft because I want to live stream it. So we'll just have to figure out a time when hopefully everybody can draft.
Yeah, I just was talking today. Maybe after the first, June 1st, because that's when all the things with Aaron Rodgers have to be decided, basically because of money and other things and free agents, UDFAs. So I think after June 1st is good usually.
Okay, man. Curtis saying about the 7-3, that's ridiculous. You should have taken Young Money. You should have taken him over.
I know. I should have taken him over Mostert.
But you got him, so it's okay. I thought about him over Claypool at the turn, honestly, but I was like, man, it's too early, I think. But I thought about it.
I never get him.
Hey,
Jeremy. Snag him.
Jeremy.
I told you, man. I warned you. I even said stay away, and you were like, "No, I'm going to go right next to him." And I'm like, "All right,
all right. We want to play that game now."
Hey, I didn't take Pitts. I was going to take Saquon if he fell to me. So when Young Money did it, I was like, "Oh man, I could have started off fresh with him." And then I got you to give me Ridley, which was nice.
Yep, you did. Well, thanks for the ATN jersey. I appreciate it. All right, let's just take this cat right now.
Now, Bill, no, the real reason I don't like drafting next year is we like the same guys, and every time I'm like, "Oh, Bill's going to take him," and I'm just going to have to sit here and just deal with it. That's why I start drafting with you guys. We all like the same people, and I'm like, "Oh, geez." Yeah, you tell him.
Hawkinson is like the 8th tight end off the board or something. That's pretty good. 7th tight end off the board. That's good. That's very good.
What are we thinking? Justin Fields by week 3, or is he a starter week 1?
I don't think
week 1 for sure.
You think
so?
week 1?
They already said Andy Dalton's a starter.
Yeah, I think
week 3, 4.
Yeah, Bears start 0-2, 0-3, 1-3. He's at, or 1-2 or something. He's out.
Okay,
That's what I'm thinking.
what do you think, Pierre?
Yeah, week 3, week 4. They're going to release the schedule. Is it soon? And then next week or something?
I got the schedule. You guys want me to post it in here?
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, someone got it. Friend of mine got it. So let me post it in the chat. You guys can see the whole thing. If this is true. I hope it's true.
Because the Bears made that run late last season because of the schedule, right? They got to play teams like Jacksonville and whatever, so they rolled. But it depends who they got to start this year.
Yeah. Because if this is the truth, the Raiders are going to go 6-11 with this team. Here it is right here. Let's see if this is it. If you want to take a look in the chat. You guys see it?
Yeah. See if I can make it bigger.
Holy crap, my eyes.
Week 11, me and you, brother. Week 11.
Well, Dolphins play the Raiders again?
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
that's right. We played the AFC West.
Did I snipe you, Nick?
Yeah.
Everybody's sleeping on Melvin Gordon now. He's falling down the drafts. I mean,
Well, I thought he was still going to be there.
not with me on the board. Not with him falling back down like this again.
Oh man.
I'll take my chances that he gets at least half the season as, the guy.
Hey, you guys see that video of AJ Brown crying with about Elijah Moore?
Yeah.
What'd you guys think about Elijah Moore? You think he's
I
think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be great with the Jets.
Yeah. Better than Corey Davis?
They're going to cut Jamison Crowder because of him.
Corey Davis.
Huh.
They're going to cut Jamison Crowder.
I'm all over Moore. Would have loved him in Tennessee, but
would have loved a lot of people in Tennessee.
Would have loved Bateman in Tennessee.
Terrace Marshall.
Bateman should have pulled the Eli Manning and said, I don't want to play for the Chargers. I don't want to play for the Ravens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, speaking of.
Yeah, this is an interesting. Hunter, you're having an interesting draft, buddy. I don't know if you can hear me, but interesting draft.
Yeah.
Interesting draft.
Wait, is that Brandon Cooks at the 6'3"?
Brandon Cooks at the 6'3", Kirk Cousins at the 7'10", Marquise Brown at the 8'3".
Ouch.
He's trolling, bro. I think I've seen him from another Discord. He's totally serious about this. I've seen him somewhere else. You can't come in here and pull that garbage. Kirk Cousins at the 7'10" when he doesn't even go drafted. Stop now. Stop. We got to have some standards up in here.
Yeah.
All right, Bill. I need you not to snipe me.
No, I'm going to now because I'm looking at your roster. I'm going to draft if I was you. So this is what I'm going to do now.
Oh, I think you have no idea where I'm going here.
Well, you better be going, running back because of what you got over there, huh? You in trouble? I'm only kidding. You know that. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got left for me.
I'll let you know if you snipe me. How about that?
No, I don't think I will. I'm not liking really anything here right now at all.
I mean, like I said, with these rookie landing spots, and the draft gets thin.
Yep.
All right, Bill. So if I'm reading the schedule right, do I see that the defending Super Bowl champions have the easiest schedule in the whole league?
That can't be right then, right?
It's possible. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the division matchup.
I didn't think the NFL even releases the schedule yet.
Well, they released. I mean, you could tell what divisions they play.
Well, you already know who they're playing, though. You just
based
don't know
on the cycle.
Yeah.
So they play the AFC East. So they play the Jets, Dolphins, Patriots, Bills, and then I don't know the NFC team, the NFC conference they play. So
NFC
Well, that's why, because they play the East.
Yeah, exactly.
The two worst divisions in football, the East.
They open against us too. We open up against the Bucks apparently.
Yeah.
In Tampa, so that's gonna be fun to watch.
That's gonna be an L for Tampa.
Get all your Brady, Evans, Godwins, Antonio Browns, and Gronks. Get them all in your week one lineup.
Leonard Fournette.
Maybe, yeah. Why not?
So we get to open up on the first game.
Fitzpatrick revenge game.
I think when they play the Bucks, they should play Tyler Heineke. He was awesome against them last year.
But it's Ryan Fitzpatrick revenge game. They let him go.
Every game he plays is a revenge game.
I know every game's a revenge game. He's been on like every team. Like I remember 7 years ago when you guys cut me.
All right. I mean, we're really gonna let this guy fall this far. I know ETN's there now.
I don't mind him there.
I thought about it for my pick, but yeah.
Same here. I was gonna wait and see if he came around.
You can have him.
I'm gonna take some rookies here.
I mean, even if he gives me 6 weeks to start the season, I'll flip them week 4 because the hype will be there again.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna take Trey Sermons. He's gonna start one day.
Good pick.
Who's getting cut in the 49ers running backs?
Well, definitely
Michael Hasty.
Michael Hasty.
Maybe Elijah Mitchell.
Jeff Wilson?
Maybe Jeff Wilson. We'll see.
If I'm reading this right, the
Mitchell's
extra interconference game is week 18.
Yes, that's true.
What?
So wait a minute.
You don't end against a division opponent anymore?
Nick, I'm not looking at it, but if the Chiefs are playing the Packers, tell me if that's true, because then the schedule's right.
Let me look.
Because then that schedule given to me is not a joke. It's true.
I'm trying
I
to
think
see.
Washington plays
It's a
the
little
Bills.
bit blurry. Crap, where the hell is Key? Okay, there they are. Yeah, they are against the Chiefs.
So that's
And it looks like it's
the
in-
accurate schedule, guys. That's the real NFL
in
schedule.
Kansas City.
There
Wow.
it is. Me and you, Jay, at your house, week 11, baby. Get the bruise.
Sounds good.
Like that Marvin Jones pick, like that.
Thank you. I was deciding between a couple of guys. Chase Edmonds was definitely one of them there.
Who are your running backs right now?
James Robinson, David Montgomery, and Cook.
Edmonds was my pick, man.
Who are your wide receivers?
Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, Tyler Lockett, Jerry
man.
Jeudy, Marvin Jones.
Yeah, I probably got Marvin Jones. I
I
like
got
your
a
first
couple
two,
guys
but
I'm hoping fall to the
Lockett.
pit.
I mean, I like Judy, but there's some question marks with those guys. I would have got Jones.
I'm gonna do this just because I see a window.
See a window, you got to take it. All right.
Hmm.
Oh, it's my boy, Kenneth Gainwell.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I'm just not big on Sanders. I just don't know. Like, he produces and he does adequate. I just think someone can come in there and steal his job. I think someone can.
I think I'm going to do a Pierre move here, I think. Hold on.
Didn't know who you're taking.
Thing with Sanders too is he wasn't great last year, and now Hurts caps his upside.
And their offensive line isn't good.
Well, they were banged up last year. They'll be healthy this year.
That's what they say every year, though.
But that's right. If Hurts is running, that's definitely going to limit him. Oh man,
Damian.
of course you did. You knew
Okay. I got an awesome Damian Harris stat for you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Damian Harris.
All right.
Played 10 games last year. How many catches did he have? 10 games.
2.
20.
10.
15.
5.
Wow.
Good luck with that. He better score 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, but that's the opposite. See, now Mac Jones at quarterback instead of Cam Newton. Now he's going to get all the goal line work.
Well, maybe
That could be.
if it's Mac Jones. I don't
That's
even
if he
know. If Mac
starts.
Jones, I don't even know if Mac Jones could beat out Cam Newton. To be honest,
Were Damian Harris and Mac Jones on the same team in college?
I don't think
Probably.
so. Well,
I
he
saw-
would have been, but he didn't even see him, is what I'm saying, in terms of
Yeah.
playing together.
Right.
I saw like this thing where like it showed all the Alabama players that are currently in the NFL. It's like, what the hell? It's like all the Alabama players that were on the same team at the same time. And obviously some were like freshmen and some
It's like
were
a Pro Bowl roster almost.
What's it, like 15% of the NFL is Alabama?
No,
I don't know about that.
a lot of it is, yeah.
15% though?
No, not that
No.
high. He was exaggerating, of course.
I mean, it's probably more like 5%, but I mean, it feels like damn near 20 with how
Oh,
many
yeah.
get drafted.
It's probably like 20% SEC, maybe even more, to be honest.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll agree with that for sure.
because obviously like they're showing all the Bama players. They weren't all on the field together because some of the guys were like
Freshmen and seniors.
freshmen and,
Most of them just play 1 year and then get drafted.
yeah.
Like Calvin Ridley played with Jerry Jeudy, but Calvin was a junior and Jerry was a freshman.
I don't necessarily hope injuries on people, but this is with the expectation Carson will get hurt.
Mhm.
I don't even think you need the injury necessarily. I think he's gonna
Got fumbling issues too.
That
I
too,
say
yeah.
the same thing as Chris. I don't think you need an injury for him to be relevant.
Really interesting. Okay.
I was all
Before
over
he
Penny.
tore his ACL at the end of the season, him and Carson were sharing the workload, and they were both killing it. So
And then
yeah, I don't think you need an
fifth
injury.
year option. So now he's got to prove it. You know what I mean? He knows that Seahawks aren't just gonna re-up him. You know what I mean? So if he gets out on the field, he's gonna. I mean, you think he better make the most of it.
I was like, I don't think it's so much his talent. I think it's can he stay healthy?
Yeah, definitely.
Because he was a first round pick, and if you can't stay healthy, you got to go.
Yeah, and if he can't, he at least needs to prove it to other teams, if not the Seahawks, so he can hopefully get another job.
Naeem Hines, I like it.
All he had was 63 receptions last year.
I don't think he normally gets drafted.
There you go, Nick.
I took him last time too.
There you go, Nick, with my boy.
Yeah, I like Mooney now, especially that they
Dude,
got Fields.
I'm going to get his ADP up to the 8th round. I'm telling you. He was 12th. I had him in the 12th many times with you guys. Now look, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather him over Marquise Brown. He went 8-3.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Marquise Brown does not need to be drafted anymore.
So bad for him. He's
He
about to
flashed
become
late
like
in the
John.
year,
He's,
too.
he's about to become John Ross.
Yeah.
Pierre, are you on auto?
No.
Oh.
It's this guy. Setting his player. There you go. Oh, he did just auto. Oh, he must have his
Yeah.
Q. He probably had his Q set up though.
You have to leave?
I think he going to get the dogs.
Oh, there you go. My man Al just taking my guys like 2 or 3 rounds.
You took Mike
Man.
Davis from me.
I did, brother. I know. So thank you, though. We good.
I already know Bill's going to take my guy, so I'm just going to move on down the list.
You better. If you, look, I don't care where he is. If you're going to leave him for me here, man, come on, boys. Come on.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I hope not. The 10th round.
Unless he's the host of Jeopardy.
True.
Then it's bad.
That's why I said we have to have our draft in June, because that $30 million is going to be taken care of right after that. So we'll know immediately if he's getting traded right then and there. They can release it after June 1st. It doesn't count against the cap. So we'll see immediately.
But if they release him?
No, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. If they can trade him, they can do that. Something before June 1st. I think he has to pay back $35 million right now, right? If he gets traded.
He does?
Something like that. I read he has to pay.
I thought
think
that's
he
what he
retired.
quits.
If he holds out or he retires, yeah, because he got that
That's what
money
I
for
meant.
the signing bonus. So
That's
he's
right.
got to
That's
get back
right.
something.
Okay, so the Packers have all the leverage.
Well,
Unless
they got-
Aaron Rodgers just doesn't care about $35 million.
He might not. He's a weird dude, Chris.
He is
See,
a
I
weird-
like Kenyon Drake here, especially if he works out of the slot.
Don't do it.
60
But
balls,
I'm
right?
gonna take a chance on the next Mike Davis.
Oh man, come on.
Jordan.
I would only do that if you took McCaffrey. I mean, if you took McCaffrey, sure, that'd be a good pick, but
Well, think about it. Instead of taking McCaffrey and Hubbard, say McCaffrey goes down. Now I have Cook and Hubbard.
Yeah, I know.
that's true. Yeah.
I get it, but the problem with Hubbard is like he's literally going to
Not
get.
a pass catcher.
That's
It's like
that's
with-
the other thing. Like I don't think he'll.
I mean, at the end of the draft, it's like with all the people who drafted
Dark
Alexander Madison last year. He held on to him for half a year to do nothing.
And then
That's
even when he
like-
played, he had a terrible game.
Yeah, exactly. He did play, and you like pissed off that he had him. So
Well,
I mean, every
McCaffrey
year
gets
I
hurt
break
week
it
1
now.
again. I don't want to hear anything.
Yeah, I
You
said
know what's
it.
gonna be funny? He's gonna get hurt week 1, and then
I
everybody's
said
gonna
it.
go pick up Chuba Hubbard, and then Chuba Hubbard's gonna like do nothing.
They're not going to pick him up because I'm going to own him.
Okay, so do we think Julio's getting traded?
Yeah, to the Raiders.
There's potential, yeah, but I don't see him going anywhere.
Comes Russell Gage.
Honestly,
Everyone in the NFL.
it's a 50-50 because they do need to free up cap space because of the lower cap salary this season. So I could see them trading him. But they have to wait for June 1st in order to save that cap space.
That's what I was talking about June 1st.
Yeah. Hey, you're right, Bill.
I
This
just
draft
need to know for the
draft
Russell
is going
Gage
well.
pick.
What'd you say, Chris?
Because I think you said something on about the flea flicker one was 13 rounds, and I said, "Oh, we always do 13, but I guess we do 12."
Yeah, we always do 12 here. Always.
All right.
We've done 13 a couple times. It's it, but for the most part, 12.
All right.
It just kills the teams at the second half of the 13th because it's an odd number and they don't get the value on the way back.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's why you got to do an even number.
I mean, it's fine for a month.
I'm excited for 24 rounds Dynasty startup. Always a great time. That's always a great time.
I think Kenyon Drake in the 11th is great.
Yeah, I thought you were going to take Kenyon Drake there.
I was hoping he'd fall to me.
I'd rather have him over Hubbard, to be honest, because I think Drake gets enough work to be fantasy relevant every week. And then if something happens to Jacobs, he really could be the next Mike Davis, even though he's.
Well, I think he's going to get the passing work. And so it's a PPR league. That's why I was like, do I really want to do this? And then I was like, am I just sniping Bill here? And I was like,
Dang, Gruden said he's going to work out of the slot.
Yeah. And I've heard that they like him more like a slot receiver. So it was like, all right. I was like, it might help me with Bill's grade.
Yeah, grade's going to be good today. The Jacobs pick, the Drake pick. Someone's going to take Brian Edwards 12th.
I should have took Brian Edwards instead of Hardman. Damn it.
Yeah, you better. You should have. Got more upside for touchdown potential.
Than Hardman?
Well, I'm just saying, I know he's the red zone guy. He could probably get 6 or 7 touchdowns this year, Brian Edwards.
Hardman will have more punt return touchdowns than Brian Edwards will have total touchdowns.
Wow. Fucking slander. Wow. Wow.
Want to do a prop bet? This Brian Edwards hype is out of nowhere, to be honest.
Wow.
I'll take that prop bet.
All right, let's take it. Case of beer. There you go. Good enough. And not these seltzer waters that you drink up there in Connecticut. We'll get some real beer, all right?
Gross. Bud heavy or bust?
There he goes. How are we feeling, Pierre? Is it still good value for AJ?
It's worth a shot compared to whatever else is out there. I mean, I thought about this Edwards, but Aaron Jones gets hurt.
Yeah. Like, when we're talking about like the Chuba Hubbards, the Kenyon Drakes, I mean, Dylan's in that category.
Yeah, well, no, because McCaffrey's going to get all the touches, right?
I'm saying if the lead guy were to go down.
Yeah. If the lead guy goes down, they got a comparable value. But Dylan's going to get touches anyways, so that's why I'm okay taking him. I'm not even a Dylan fan. But.
That's sad.
Is that where a JT goes at the 1-9? Because sometimes in our drafts he'd be going second round. He'd be falling to the second round.
Sometimes it depends. He goes anywhere. He goes anywhere from like 5 to 2-4.
Nick with the Brian Edwards pick.
Who did it? Who did that?
Nick.
That was me. I did it.
Nick.
Boosting that draft grade.
Nick. Love it, Nick. Rebound from the early tight end draft. There you go. You'll be starting him in your flex. You'll be starting him in your flex, baby.
No, we'll see. Maybe.
I think so. by halfway through the season when he has 6 touchdowns, you'll be very happy.
If he has 6 touchdowns halfway through the season, that's going to be amazing.
I got to be honest, guys. I know we talk a lot. We kid around a lot. He's going to be the red zone target for him at receiver this year. They didn't draft any offense, so he's starting this year.
Yeah, I'm all over Edwards. I'll tell you, I'm a fan. It's just the same thing. He's got to stay healthy.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the only problem. That's what held him back last year. He just didn't play. But
agreed. He's a very, very good prospect.
Wow, we have an Austin Schwartz pick. I think that's first time.
Yeah.
Wow. There it is. There's the Madison. There now he's got your handcuff, Jordan.
That's fine.
Got a pair of handcuffs.
Oh, I like this. We're gonna go Rodgers to Rodgers.
Nice.
A Rodgers to A Rodgers.
If he stays there, look, if he stays a quarterback there, that guy has some value.
He's gonna be the quarterback there.
Okay, so then I think Amari Rodgers has some value.
Yeah, for sure. I think
So I'm calling my shot. This guy's gonna have 10 touchdowns and he's not even getting drafted.
Wow, 10 touchdowns and he's not
Logan
getting
Thomas.
drafted.
Nope.
That's a great pick. I don't know if he'll have 10 touchdowns seems high, but that's a great pick. Antonio Brown in
That
the
is a
last
very
round.
good pick there.
Very good.
All right, so we all know I love Logan Thomas,
Yeah, you got to do it.
and I would take him here, but just to switch it up a little bit.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He might have 10. He might have 40 catches and 10 touchdowns this year.
Is he the new
Tanya
Tanya?
Johnson's
Yeah.
unemployed right now.
Carry on.
Oh, he's getting
That's
drafted.
good.
Sure.
All right.
Right.
Let's
We
go,
ready?
Bill. We're ready.
All right, ladies, or no ladies today. Where is
No
she?
ladies.
She didn't have a bad draft from the one spot.
Nah, she did all right.
That's all right. All right, we're gonna go 1 through. Bust, you're here, right?
You right here.
All right, man. Good to see. I'm glad you're in the Zoom. This is the first time in the Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm usually working around this time.
I love it. I love that we have more people in the Zoom. All right. McCaff. All right, let's just go down those 3 wide receivers. I love the first 1.5, 2. Galladay, Gaskin now, Kleiman, Herbert, Fant, Bateman, Sermon. I like the upside of Sermon. Not so much Bateman in that offense, but Aguilar. 8th round down, 1 guy, 2. I like Aguilar. I'm going to give you wide receiver 3 is crushing me there. It's Galladay, man. When you could have had like 8. All right, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's cool.
Yeah, I can't give you 7.5 with McCaffrey. I don't think anyone gets that grade.
Yeah.
8 is good. Jay. Cook, Allen, Robinson, Keenan, and Allen Robinson. Like that. Demont, we know how you feel. Lockett. Were you considering anyone else besides Lockett there, brother? Like Jamar or Devontae?
I would have taken Devontae Smith. Wasn't
That's
the
what
other
I
guy I
thought.
was looking at?
That's what I thought. And then the Dak, as I was taking Dak, if you didn't grab him, so that's good. Judy, I like. I think Judy could play your number 3 instead of Tyler.
Yeah, I thought that was good value there.
That's very good. James Robinson, who knows? And then Jones is good. Chuba, I like. Yeah, that's an 8.5, bro. Good work. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, money. You ready, bro?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, let's do this. Now, Nick, we were talking about the build where you and I took Kittle in the 3rd round there, right?
Yeah.
Let's see how he rebounded from it. Saquon, Justin, Kittle, then Cortland Sutton and Jamar. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And Raheem, I just hope there's not 17 running backs in the room, but hopefully he
Yeah,
can.
me too.
Yeah, I hope so, bro, because Chase there, Curtis Samuel, solid 8, bro. Because I don't love
Thank you,
Wentz.
sir.
I don't love Wentz. You know, I thought you were going to do it. I thought what you should have done, and you know how I feel about this, is that after I took Aaron Rodgers, I was like, I better take Rodgers because Young Money's going to take him, or definitely he's going to take Stafford then, for sure.
I was gonna take Stafford, but somebody took him right in front of me.
But I thought you'd take him after I took him or in the 11th. He went in the 12th.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an 8, bro. All right, Jeremy, you ready? Because you sniped me. I'm gonna rock you a little here, bro. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm ready. I knew this.
You got Ridley. So you got Ridley. So you got a 9 already. So we can move on. I gave you Ridley. No, seriously. Henry. I'm Henry bound. I love Henry, guys. I don't know if we should slip to the 6 though in a PPR. I don't know yet. I'm not. I can't twist my head around it yet. I'm feeling Kamara should have went there, but I don't know though. He's dropping too a little bit. I don't know. I have to get my head around my projections, my algorithm about where Henry's going to be in PPR. I do love him. You know how much I love him, but I don't know in full PPR if that's the pick over Kamara until the quarterback situation is settled. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Ridley, DeAndre. I love DeAndre in the 3rd round. I do love him this year. Love what's going to happen for him this year. I really am up high on him this year. Thielen is your number 2 and DJ is your number 3. I don't love either of those, but they're solid floors, so I'm not too unhappy about it. Andrews is good value. Russell, you snipe from me. St. Brown, Gainwell, a couple rookies. Not bad, an 8 and 9. Dart throws. I don't like TY. Not much, but he's all right down deep. Kenyon. Anything can happen. 50, 60 catches easily and AB down there. I think you did better with the 11th and 12th round picks than you did with 8, 9, and 10. I got to be honest with you. Totally serious about that. Better value. I think they're going to be able to give you more to your team. I'll give you an 8 there, brother. Good work.
All right.
I just don't love, I don't know how you guys feel, but when you could have had Sutton or you could have had someone like even Devonta, right? Instead, I know where Thielen is. I don't know where Thielen ends up. I just think Thielen is a 5th round pick. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, full PPR. I don't know if he's wide receiver 2 quite anymore.
He's definitely in the 5th round though, right, guys? We can agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I knew I was going wide receiver. So
okay.
Well, I'm going to go with the safest option first and see what falls.
There you go. So
and
that's
then
what
I was hoping
about.
actually Lockett would fall. That way I'd have Ridley number 1, Thielen number 2, and Lockett that boom bust. And then I'm looking at taking rookies late, like between that 8th and 10th round.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Because if one hits, that flips my draft.
It flips the whole draft.
Yeah.
This is what I talked about in terms of looking at the first 36 picks, the first 3 rounds, and then looking at the next 36, 4 through 6, and how we reverse draft that now. And if you say, am I going to go tight end or quarterback here, or am I going to go floor or ceiling here? You know that going in about guys you want to target, you can build backwards and say, well, this is what I got to take in my first 3 picks, because those 36 guys are basically the same. I could show you the first 36 and 33 of them are going to be the same in every draft. So it's the next 36 where you guys really have to say, what do I want to build if I'm in this spot? So that's where I think that this type of drafting is going to be better if you start looking at those middle 36 picks. And then, like you said, 7 through 9, you can hit some upside there. But those 36 are going to make or break. That's your detour sign like there. So I think with Thielen in the 5th, you would have been a lot stronger. I'm going to skip my team. All right, the Vag Man. Oh, boy. Here we go, Vag Man. I like Chubb. Don't love him in PPR, but I still love his talent. I love Gibson. That's good value. Evans, Mahomes there, I can never argue. Devonta is your number 2, is dicey. And then Will Fuller and Pittman as your 3, an injury guy and a 3 wide receiver. Javonte, you should not have taken there. I would have taken a receiver there. I would not have taken Javonte to back up my Devonta pick, even though Devonta is going to be very good. Hawkinson's very good value, but I would have been a 3 wide receiver. I'm going to give him a 7 on that. I mean, I love Mahomes, Gibson, and Chubb, 7.5, maybe with Evans, but at 7.5, yeah. Arsenal. Waller great value there. AJ's great value there. Again, with Waller, how do we build off the 3rd round tight end in a 3 wide receiver? How do we build? Well, we went 2 running backs there, which destroyed your draft in terms of Odell, Robbie, Laviska, Elijah, and Terrace Marshall. Odell will play, if he plays the whole season, you're fine, but you might get 10 games. Robbie Anderson's at number 2, 3, with Terrace Marshall going there now also as a home run hitter. Laviska I do like. It's good value there. But you should not have taken 2 running backs back-to-back, even in that value, in a 3 wide receiver league. I'm going to give him a 7 on that because he even took Tannehill and Stafford. That's fine. But a 7 there is what he's getting. Al, you here, my brother?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. I hit you with an 8 last time, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you ready? Here we go. I like this spot. I like drafting from this spot actually this year. I didn't think I was going to. I don't like the 9 to 10, but I think I like the 8. Zeke, because I got Zeke last time at this. So Zeke is good value there, even though I'm not loving everything about him in the mileage. I think he'll be okay at that value. Tyreek is great at that value, even though I don't like the player. Chris, you knew Chris was not going to take him at the flip, so he dropped. No other drafts is he going to drop, but that's fantastic value. CD and Woods. I don't like Bobby Trees, but as a number 3, I cannot argue with anyone.
Who doesn't like Bobby Trees? How can
I
you
don't
say
like
something so blasphemous.
But I don't. I meant in relation to Cup. I like Cup better than Bobby Trees.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All
I
right.
meant to qualify that. I apologize, but I like Cup better. I don't know how you guys feel. I like Cup better. How do you guys feel? I'd just like to hear from the group.
I agree. Cup's better.
PPR machine.
I
What do
think
you guys think?
I think they're like neck and neck. I'm fine either
Okay.
way.
It's close. I give Cup a slight edge, but they're like
Okay.
neck and rankings.
Okay, good. So that's the 3 wide receivers are good. Fine with me. Zeke's good. Travis Etienne, I love the upside of that pick. Could take a little while for that, but then I'll let you hitting it back up with a guy who I believe, honestly, out of all the backs over the first 6, I'm going to tell you guys, you might be writing about this, Pierre, you guys, that over the first 6, 7 weeks, this guy's going to take the job. He's going to be the bell cow back, Michael Carter, and he's going to be the man on that team. Who does he have to beat out compared to Etienne? He's got to play with Robinson. Najee will be fine. But the line, like you said, Chris, he might hold him back for a while, even with his talent. I think Michael Carter has got the closest avenue to really doing well with that offense with Elijah Moore and Zach Wilson. I think it's just going to be dynamic for him. So, and I don't ever use the word dynamic and the Jets in the same sentence. Never. But that's, I mean, Al, you with Kyler, I think the upside there, like we said, in the middle pick there, that doesn't hurt you when you have those receivers. You can fill RB2. Irv Smith's fine. That's it, brother. That's an 8.5, man. That's one of the best ones I've seen. Really good job, man. I like that team a lot. I like it because I don't want to see that. I want to see that team every week. I want to see the upside of that team every week. I don't see any real weaknesses there. Corey Davis is fantastic. I think Corey Davis can outscore Robert Woods. Honestly.
Ooh.
He could, I'm saying. He could. I'm not saying he will.
That's the New York talking.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. You're right. You're right there. You're right.
But I do love Corey Davis. So I do love Corey Davis at his value right now. But
no. He might.
Robert Woods with Sean
he's
McVay.
like top 15 every year, Robert Woods.
And Slayton and Ruggs. I mean, really, I don't look. I will say I could see picks even in my draft that you regret, man. We talked about regret picks. I'll walk down through your whole 1-8 through the bottom, and I'm not saying one pick is a complete regret pick, man. I think you hit it on every pick. I'm not saying they're the top value at every pick, but it fills your roster construction very well, man. That's a really good draft, brother. I'm happy for you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you did a great job, man. I got to be honest. All right, Pierre with JT and Cam, I don't know how that happened. That's fantastic.
Every time.
Godwin. You see that takes away your number 1 option, but at UK, you can play with Godwin, Cooper, and Ayuk, right? With Boyd, you feel you can rotate those guys in and out, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing is I don't love Godwin as my number 1 receiver.
No, but I feel you can rotate them in and out.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's more about depth. I couldn't believe like getting Debo as my 5th receiver. That's crazy.
I was going to draft Debo, but I took Damian Harris because I needed some running back depth. But Debo was in my queue.
I think even though he went around later, Cooper would be your number 1 and Godwin the 2.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
We know about Amari Cooper head to head, what how that hurts you in fantasy, but you still got to be taken there. Lamar, interesting. I've never seen you have Lamar 1 share so far this year. Goddard's good. Debo, excellent. Fournette, Dillon, upside. Gallup, upside. Yeah, I just love the running backs there. And, we're going to give you a solid 8 there, Pierre. Solid, man. Lamar's got to play, though. Lamar's got to play. They gave him the weapons this year. He's got to play.
I'm a little higher on him. I think I'm going to be higher. I'm not going to be going out on a limb to take him everywhere. I'm not going to return him. Probably most drafts he'll go before I take him, but I think I have him as my number 2 quarterback.
Really?
He'll run for 800 plus yards.
Yeah. That's interesting, man. Really? I thought Josh Allen was consensus, but maybe not. Okay.
We'll
That's
see.
awesome.
Tyler, too.
Projections.
Pierre can't have a Bill at number 2. That's crazy.
That's true.
That's
My
the
bad.
real reason. But yeah, 2 is my number 3. So.
Is Hunter still on? I'll give Hunter the uses Hunter, right?
Yeah, he said go easy on him. He was on a 60-second delay.
I'm going to be easy on him because look, the running backs are fantastic. All right. They are, but we're not playing in that league. So I understand, brother. I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to give you an incomplete, as my teacher, I'm going to give you an incomplete grade till next time. Because if you drafted Cooks, Cousins, and Brown on your own, then that's, that's not what you're supposed to do. But I understand where you are and you got in on YouTube. So, but the first 5, even Juju there, you got to understand where we are. But again, that's an incomplete grade. We're not going to give you a grade until you're able to draft again with us. So we're going to let that go. Normally the old Bill would be throwing heat at you, but I'm being nice today.
You are being nice.
Well, I had a Google Meet today with all my 8th graders, the entire 8th grade, with 4 New York City police detectives and chiefs from doing a police outreach program from New York City into our classrooms today. And it was amazing. And it really put me in a different mindset about people. And it was an amazing stories that were being told today, man. If you guys could have heard this today, you would have had a tear in your eye, man.
So that's why he came out with this crazy draft strategy today.
Yeah, I did. I did. Eckler. All right, Nikki, you ready, bud?
Yeah.
I can hear it already. It's like we said, man, do you let the Ferrari run out of the showroom when it's in front of you? I'll say this, though. It's either Tyreek or him is going to have the big down year. And I'm saying Tyreek, it could be him, man. I don't know. It could be either one. Watch out for Cornell Powell, man. Watch out for that cat. He's going to get some targets. Sammy Watkins gone. Cole. Watch that rookie. All right. Eckler. Chris, you're turning me a little bit around on him, and I didn't think I'd be going your way. So way to go, my man. Making me see a little bit of the light there with him. He better catch 80, though. Deontay, Cup, and Chark. I don't know how I'm feeling about Deontay as 1. Now that hurts you when taking Kelsey there. He better be 1.5. Yep. Allen, I love. Cooper Cup's fine. I think Cooper Cup can outscore Deontay easily. Jarvis, Connor. Yeah, Nick, I know you're not feeling good right now.
No.
I'm going to give you a 7.5, brother.
Yeah, you're being too nice. You really should have given me anything higher than a 4, but I'll take it.
That bad.
I can't crush you that hard.
Not that bad. Jeez.
It's a 7.5. Chris, everybody's loving this spot. I haven't given out a bad grade at the 12 the last 2 months. This is crazy, man. Those 3 wide receivers are crazy, man. Crazy. Look, Mixon, even though he's your 1, we'll back it up with Jacobs, Chase Claypool there. Jalen Hurts there. Look, Chris, you're not getting Jalen Hurts in the 9th anymore, so that's over.
Way over.
Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
That's done. You got to take him up here now, I guess.
I'm going to start just talking about all the players I don't like.
Yeah, there you go. Melvin, not bad. Devontae, look at this. Devontae Parker as their 5th wide receiver is laughable. Come on, man. Wow. Jay and Pierre, I can ask you, Devontae still catches 75, 80 balls in that offense, right? This year?
They throw more than people think they're going to. They're good weapons for 2.
I think Waddle will be the number 1.
That's why I took him. But
they'll send Will Fuller and Devontae Parker streaking down the field, and Waddle's just going to burn those nickel corners underneath.
That's why I took him, man. I was very happy to get him where I got him. Naheem is good, and Gus. It's a good draft, man. I don't know how I'm going to hit anything. Maybe Gronk's older, but still, you could have taken – I don't know what else is gone after everyone else is gone. Maybe Ferkser if you liked him, but Gus is still good. But again, I'm not loving Mixon as a number 1, but again – you don't need him that much. Josh Jacobs is still good value. Yeah, man, that's an 8.5, possible 9 there, Chris. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
I don't know what else to say, bro. I don't know what else to say. It's so fucking hard the last 5 weeks with you guys.
It is.
All right, now wait a minute. Pierre hasn't done this all year. Pierre, will you please grade my team? Thank you.
Oh,
Chris did it. Chris did it last time. Chris did it last time, and Jay did it the week before. I'd like Pierre to grade my team. Thank you.
Absolutely. I would love to. I don't really grade papers anymore. I just kind of grade everything on a rubric 1 through 4. Like, that's a 3. You good now. So that was right up my alley. Okay. So you decided.
I went crazy today.
Okay. You decided not to go running back early. You made it spicy from the beginning. Got some knuck there. So that's all right, because you backed it up with DK, who I'll tell you right now, I'm probably going to have DK over Hopkins in my rankings, but you got 2 top 5 receivers.
Yep.
All right. Najee, I mean, it depends what you think of him. I think that's a reasonable place. I wouldn't go early 3rd for him, but like late 3rd. He's not going to go past
totally fair. That's totally fair.
Mike Davis as your number 2 running back. Look, that's pretty good value. So you got 3 really solid receivers. I don't mind your running backs. I like Damian Harris.
Yep.
You got your rookies. Do I have Pitts as a number 5 tight end?
No.
Probably not, but I think if Julio gets traded, look, maybe that was their plan, right? Maybe that's their plan. They got Kyle Pitts in there, and so they know they're going to trade Julio. Maybe that's it. Aaron Rodgers, of course. That's a great value. Everyone's going to forget about him. Let's see. So your depth at wide receiver is pretty good. You got the veteran with Sanders. You got the rookies. One of them is going to be pretty solid fill-in. You probably could have gone a little more depth with running back. You only got 3 running backs, right?
Yes, that's my problem.
Yeah, but only 12 rounds. It's okay because you can pick up somebody, at that point who you're going to get anyway. So I'd say 8.5.
Okay, thank you. That's higher than I thought. I was going to hit myself with like a 7.5, 8, because I was just worried about the running backs. But thank you. I appreciate that. I just, getting top 5 players at positions is something we all have to concentrate on in the first 3 rounds. I think Najee, that's the question mark for the whole draft. Like I said with everybody, if we go over everybody's 3rd round pick, that's a detour sign. And then if you look like 4 through 6, if you guys just covered up your first 3 picks, I want you to see 4 through 6. If that was where your team is, look backwards now. Would you change anything? Or is one of these guys where you would say, I'm going to target this guy in this middle round, and then I can build backwards from what I see. It's not a sequential draft 1 through 6 all the time. That's why I think we have to start looking that way in terms of a strategy. Nobody really looks at it that way. Nobody has ever really looked at it that way that I've known for 20-something years. And nobody does that. And I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm saying it's a different perspective, a different way to look at a draft that gives you more ammunition to do well against other people who are 95%, 99% looking at sequential value at every single pick. If I know what I'm going to get in the middle 36 picks or the next, even into the 7th round, 48 picks, then I know what's there. Look at what's there. I think there's, this is where you have way more receivers, and then the quarterbacks start to go. In every draft at 6th round, look at the 6th round, you have 5 quarterbacks, so I'm thinking you can find incredible value because you're going to afford 4 tight ends there, usually in those rounds. So, Jay, how do you feel about that, man? We talked about this a lot. How do you feel about that in terms of value in those 3 or 4 rounds in the middle?
I just want to say, first of all, I'm glad you didn't ask me to grade your team because I would have gave you an F since you didn't draft a quarterback.
Ooh.
But but to your question.
Oh my God. Okay. Wait a minute. Am I doing In the Cut with another host? Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Nick, you want to be the host of In the Cut?
No,
Jeremy, you want to be my first guest host, Jeremy?
Well, no. I'm going to follow him up with, hey, Bill, I'm going to need you to start spreading these people out more. How many 8s did you give out? Jeez, man. I've got
Bill was a softie today.
I was soft. I was crying today at school. So you got to, guys were telling stories about 9/11, and my cousin was in the building. He worked for Verizon. He was only on like the 20th floor. He got out, but we had a friend of ours in the building that died, and I don't think about it a lot. And then today it came back up again, and you know, you hear people telling their stories of people younger than me who are chiefs of police now down there. We talked to the first woman ever to become a chief of counterterrorism in New York City. She was on our call today. So that's the beauty of living near New York City, to get that type of stuff. But yeah, man, that just ripped me apart today. So yeah, I was a little soft today, Jeremy. I'm sorry, brother.
But to answer your question, Bill.
Yeah, go ahead.
As far as the value in the 4th to 7th round, I mean, it honestly goes back to the point we were making earlier.
Yeah.
About how these rookie landing spots, you know, really killed value for a lot of these players.
Yeah, I agree.
So the value isn't there like it used to be pre-draft.
Yeah.
So like once you get to that 6th, 7th round, that's why you see a lot of people going quarterback, tight end, because the value really starts to drop off. You're taking shots on some of these rookies and, you know, maybe some high upside guys that are really just dart throws, even in the 6th and 7th round, just because the value really isn't there anymore.
I agree 100%.
So
Jeremy, to answer your question, in all honesty, man, these 7.5, these 8s coming out. If you go back 2 months, man, even a month or so, the first 7 rounds, we're on top of it now in terms of value. Everybody in the draft. I mean, but look at this draft. There are real no casuals in here. These are the OGs of like from when we started. There's like 9 guys in here that we've been drafting with the whole year. This is crazy, man, how good we are now. I mean, I got to be honest, Jeremy.
No, I get that.
I know you're just busting my chops, but I know you're busting my chops. I got to be honest. Everyone's better now. We are.
Well, so that means you can be rougher with us, Bill. We know you. We've definitely dealt with you for a while now. I think we can take it.
All right. So then you really want me to tell you you're great?
I mean, I'm with J Problem. I can't believe you got an 8.5 over here with no QB.
Well, I said Pierre knows I'm writing an article for Rotoballer when I get my stuff out. I got to send him a check, so don't get mad at me.
It's fine. Matt Ryan went undrafted. He can just drop Rodgers and pick up Ryan. He'll be fine.
Yeah, or Brady.
Yeah,
pick up
Brady wasn't drafted
against the Cowboys. No.
Wow.
That's why I'm on Young Money a little bit for taking Carson Wentz over that Cats. You know, he knows what I'm talking about.
I wanted to switch it up.
I know.
I think Carson Wentz will be solid. He's not going to.
I do too. If you listen back to what I said, he's going to be surprising with Frank Reich. Will he be a number one? He will be. I said this 3 weeks ago. You guys got to agree. He'll get 3 or 4 number 1 weeks this year.
Oh,
easy.
Yeah. A bunch of QBs will get number 1 weeks. For sure.
Young Money, you got to have faith in your boy Fitzpatrick. You got to put the stamp of approval there.
Fitzmagic.
Number 1 week.
What? I should have. It was either him or Baker. I don't like Baker at all.
Do you guys play with I play this in a crazy high performance league. I know we're not going to do it in here. Do we play with bonuses at 300 yards and 100 yards? Are we going to do that, guys?
No.
I hate that.
Okay.
It's artificially inflating the scores. The fishbowl did that a couple years ago, and it just,
I know they did. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know.
Yeah, they did some crazy stuff. The thing is with those bonuses, it's like I don't know. I just think.
Can I ask one favor of the group? Yeah. Can I ask one favor when we start the league?
Sure.
And I think you're on board with this, Chris and Pierre. It's your league. 6-point touchdowns for quarterbacks, please.
Even in Superflex?
Oh, I forgot Superflex. Okay, my bad. Sorry. What do you guys think?
But it just makes.
It's crazy.
With those bonuses, it's almost like one of those scenarios where it's like the rich get richer.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like the elite guys are going to get bonus points and everyone else is going to suffer for it.
Yeah.
You're not on 6 points then for 2 quarterbacks?
I agree with 6 point in 1 QB leagues to give them some value, but Superflex 4 point all the way.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm down then. I forgot all about that. You're right.
Now, when we do this Dynasty League thing or whatever, are we going to record it like this in Sleeper and go through?
Yeah. You're going to do it live, right?
We'll do a live draft. We'll draft on YouTube. We'll make fun of each other, our picks. People on YouTube will make fun of our picks. They'll say, oh, it was a bad pick or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering. I was like, man, I hope he does it online so, people can see.
We'll just have to figure out a time when we can all. I mean, obviously, we'll probably need like a couple hours if we're doing a 24-round Dynasty draft, but we'll just figure out a time when.
I got to ask, guys. I mean, that's got to be on a weekend for me. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be on a weekend because.
Okay, I can't do that. I cannot do it during the week.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. We got plenty of time. So.
Yeah, plenty of time, man.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm looking at the 8th round and down. There were some guys that were up in the 4th, 5th round that are down in the 8 now. It's unreal, man.
Yeah,
Melvin Gordon. Was
James
up
Robinson.
there. Yeah, look at this stuff, man.
The
Wow.
NFL draft was not a good draft for rookies this year. So like Jordan's been saying, it's just it's thinned out because you don't have all those rookies. They didn't jump up; they dropped down.
They did.
Well, let me just say this because Bill, you're talking about the round 3 and 4, that being the pivotal. It's exactly right. Look, Najee Harris. Some people think he's go too early, too late. Think about last year. Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the first round, right? That was happening. Jonathan Taylor never got out of the second round, hardly ever. I know he ended the season well, but he wasn't worth the second round pick. Nope. So think about getting the number one, the clear number 1 rookie running back for this year who has zero competition basically for touches. You get him in the middle of the third round.
It's really good.
Pretty good. I mean, the only other question is, do you like him or you like Mixon? You know what I mean? And Mixon could be just as good or better. But
I agree.
That's kind of the pivotal pick there. If Najee Harris comes
I agree.
through,
thank you for that, man. I've been saying that for a long time. I just think, if you're young money, you go back to your pick there. You did rebound from it, but Nick and I did not rebound from the George Kittle pick we had and the 3-3 or 3-4. We didn't rebound from it well at all. You did. But Mostert's got a hit. So, I mean, this is where I think in a 3 wide receiver, the early tight end play, I know the value and we see these guys are amazing. I just don't know if we have to do that now because of 3 wide receivers and a flex. I don't know how much more value or how much more edge that you get with these tight ends in 3 wide receiver and a flex. I just don't see it. And making it a super flex, I definitely don't see, you win that week. Well, you've got to win that week by 15 points then at tight end. You got to win that week by that much to offset what you're going to lose from that pick, because look what you've lost at that pick, Nick. You said it. You should have taken a wide receiver there or Cam Akers, right?
Yeah, 100%. I screwed it up right there.
No, but it's nothing bad, Nick. It's a mock. Yeah. I did the same thing. I went with the whole in your spot. I did it a month ago. I went with the whole Chief stack. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But this is where you got to know roster construction and what your roster limits are, because look at this. I mean, young money, would you have taken someone else instead of Kittle there now that your draft is over?
Honestly, no. I feel like I did pretty solid. The only thing I was hoping Gaskin would fall to me where I took Jamar. Other than that, I feel pretty solid about it.
Yeah, I do too.
Because like you always say, RB2s don't win you leagues.
No, they don't win you leagues, man. No, not a 3 wide receiver. They don't. But then 1-2-2 with 1 and no flex, the old school way, no super flex, just regular. RB2 has much more value there, but no one's playing that anymore. Hopefully,
his name is David Montgomery.
then he wins you leagues, people. Can we end on this, because I want to ask you guys, Pierre, Chris, everybody. I've seen it from 2-12, 3-1, all the way now to the middle of the 4th, end of the 4th. We're not always quarterback early, guys. I always used to be with Mahomes. How does the group feel about Mahomes and where he's going? Should he go early third? Even if it's 6 points or 4 points or whatever. How do you guys feel? I'm not talking about super flex, obviously, because we didn't do that today. I'd like to hear from you guys how you feel about Mahomes and where he should go.
I mean, where he should go with the rest of the other quarterbacks, but that's not where he's going to go. He's not that big of an advantage at the QB position anymore.
Okay.
You got Josh Allen now. You got Lamar Jackson. You got Kyler Murray. You got that. You got a lot of good fantasy quarterbacks right now. He's not like a huge advantage at QB anymore. Maybe in 6-point passing touchdown, yes. In a standard 4-point, I haven't. Sure, he's the number 1 QB, but I don't think he should be going like 2 to 3 rounds before everybody else, all the other QBs.
Good point. But he will, right, in every draft because of name value.
Yes, he will.
The guy who win you your league at quarterback is a guy who's not going to get drafted until the middle or the end of the draft. Like Mahomes 3 years ago, like Lamar Jackson 2 years ago, like Justin Herbert last year. That's who's going to win it, and it's going to be a guy like maybe Tua. I'm just saying, maybe Matt Stafford. You wait on him. Jalen Hurts if he falls in your draft. That's who's going to win you. So there's no way you need to take Mahomes in the first 5 rounds.
If you look at the court, what they all have in common is running. So
yes,
That's why I love Jalen Hurts this year. Like Josh Allen last year, everybody's like, "Oh, he sucks," but it's like, dude, but he can run. He's gonna run for like 500-600 yards, and he ended up being
5 touchdowns.
That's why I love Jalen Hurts this year. Give me the guy who's running. That's why I think like Justin Fields or even Trey Lance when they
I was
became
just about to say that another guy that no one's talking about that could be that guy is Justin Fields.
Yeah, they could come in when they become the starter and just set the fantasy world on fire.
And that's why I said, if you know that's your target and you can build backwards from look where you got him. If you can build back and say, this is how I'm going to build, and now I know I can build this way, I think it's just becoming more of a viable option. If you know this now, I mean, ADP is going to be there for when we get there in August, and you know that you can build this way from the back. If you know the middle 2 guys you want to get, if that's a tight end and a quarterback, you can target certain guys. Even if they're not your top 2 guys, you can have 2 sets of quarterbacks, 2 sets of tight ends, and these picks, you know what you have to do before it, and you could still have the roster construction you want. I think it's good to look at that. I think it's always good to look at that. And I never, I just think the value's there to do it. And think the guys need to start looking at those picks. And like, that you can grab them there and you can grab your guys. And that's why I was saying Mahomes kind of, I wish Vaj was on here to talk about it because I've done it too. Mahomes changes the whole way you draft now.
Yeah.
It's the one point there and he changes it and the value is not going to be the same. And look at his draft after it. Javonte Williams and Hawkinson I do like, but it is hurtful after Chubb and Gibson for him. Evans is good as a one, but look what happens. Their depth is gone. And he better throw for 40 touchdowns. He better.
Yep.
So I agree. But thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man. You guys are wonderful. Awesome day, guys. Thank you again. Are we doing Sunday or is that set?
No, we're doing Sunday. I'll do what I did today, and I'll send out and I think we might have some open spots, so I may post in the Discord if we get close and there's still some.
Did any of us miss that, or we just signed up for one? Is that what happened?
Yeah, you just signed up for one, but
okay.
I think right now there's like 8 guys on signed up for Sunday.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna switch it to sleeper again, just like we did today, and then like I said, if there's still spots open, I'll post in the Discord, and you guys can jump in for sure.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah. All right.
I was about to ask
Thanks,
you guys.
Peter.
I was about to ask
Go ahead,
what draft? What day are we doing next week? Because I know we had a set day last week, so I was just wondering, like on Tuesday or Thursday.
Thursday's good for me.
Oh, you guys? Okay, yeah, you guys can.
Either one works for me.
Yeah.
Do
you mind if we stay together, guys, on Thursday for me? Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Because I like being with all you guys. I want to be with the same guys and talk this kind of, chop it up with you guys here.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Chris, what's your line for Hurst this year? Because you're super high on him, and I'm not seeing it. Every time
I'm super high on him because I think he's going to have 600 to 800 rushing yards and 4 to 5, maybe even 6 rushing touchdowns. I don't think he's going to throw for I mean, if a QB does that, he's only got a really in fantasy in a 4-point. I'm again talking 4-point. I don't like him as much in a 6-point.
Yeah.
In a 4-point league, you only need like 3,000 yards and 15 to 20 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, I just think Russ. So I feel like Russ beats him out in yardage and running touchdowns, and so when you go Hurst over Russ, I'm like, well, I see Russ beating Hurst this year.
I wouldn't normally draft Hurts over Russell Wilson. I wouldn't draft him over Russell Wilson.
So I'm like him. Lamar went right before him, and I'm like, obviously, I think you would take Lamar over Hurts, but you're so big on him. Sometimes I'm like,
oh no, I would definitely take Lamar over Hurts because Lamar is going to rush for just as much, if not more.
Yeah, and then so Josh Allen, I'm bigger over him than Hurst. He won't have the yardage, but he'll have the running touchdowns.
No, for sure, Josh Allen over Hurts.
Okay.
Look, when I say top 5 QB, it's a little bit of hyperbole, but it's also the fact that it's very rare that the same top 5 QBs finish as the top 5 QBs the next year. It's very, very rare. So somebody's going to come from back, just like Josh Allen did last year, just like some of the Kyler Murray did last year. And I think Hurts is one of the guys that could do that because I think, again, you look at Russell Wilson, he's only rushed for more than 500 yards 3 times over the last 6 years. So, yeah, he runs, but I don't think he's going to run for as much as Hurts. I think Hurts to me, I really do think can run for 800 yards. But if you think about it, what is 80 divided by 6? It's like 7. It's like 7.5 extra touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be in that good of a position. Like I don't like their defense this year, not as good. Their O-line I think is okay, not great. And so like I just see them struggling this year. I feel like defensively their division got better. So I just don't see it falling out that way. Even when I
means they won't have to run the ball.
I don't think right.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we are, not everybody's gonna agree.
Yeah, you're just super high on them, and I'm like, this is the one thing I just don't see this year.
Super high on quarterbacks that give you 800, like basically an extra 100+ points with their legs.
Yeah, I would like him more if he were going in the 8th or 9th round. If you could get him then I think the value is great.
But if you think about it, like who are you gonna? Okay, look at the quarterbacks that went after him. Who are you taking?
Wilson.
Wilson went.
Or no,
Wilson went before him. You're not
Here's the
taking
question. Look,
or Rodgers or Wentz, are you?
Nobody's drafting Deshaun Watson, but he might be back and playing by the time the season
Look, if
starts.
Deshaun Watson,
Aaron Rodgers, no one's drafting
Watson,
Aaron Rodgers right now, but Aaron Rodgers is going to be playing this year, so those guys are going to jump ahead of Hurts, right?
Who? Deshaun Watson?
I mean,
if Deshaun Watson was the starter for the Texans, yes, but I don't think Deshaun Watson's even going to be. Like I don't.
He's going to be with the Broncos.
Well, then okay, maybe he'd be ahead of Hurts. Yeah, he'd probably.
What happens if Watson goes to the Eagles? I mean,
well,
let's not let that happen. Okay.
Well, and obviously Hurts is dead. Obviously, Hurts is undraftable at that point.
But God, if that happened,
I don't care if Aaron Rodgers goes back to the Packers. I'm not drafting Aaron Rodgers over Jalen Hurts for the simple fact that he was a QB, or what was he last year? QB 8.
Rodgers?
Yeah, in fantasy.
Oh, come on. It had to be.
well, he was like the QB 3, QB 4.
No way.
You guys
Yes,
way
it
way overvalue.
I would say he was 5. I would say he was in the top
Kyler.
No, you guys way overvalue passers.
Let me see.
Well, he had that
Rodgers was like 3 or
ridiculous.
4. I had him.
He had like 42 touchdowns. I think that's what.
You guys overvalue
48
touchdowns. I'm telling you.
Nah, no way he'd keep that. That's just not sustainable, though.
I mean,
Yeah, it's not sustainable, but I think he
finished last year, but still.
Well, I think Rodgers is going to plummet this year. I think he's my big bust.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go but down.
Oh, okay. You know what? He was higher, and you know why? Okay, you know what propelled him? Honestly, well, I mean, he still had a great year, but he had like 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns, which I think he hadn't done that like in his entire career. But the point is, I still wouldn't draft Aaron Rodgers over Jalen Hurts. I just won't.
Yeah, he was QB 3 last year.
Yeah,
but like y'all said, it's not going to be sustainable. Like I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah, and he led the league in like every passing category you could possibly lead in.
Yeah. But I'd rather have I'd rather have Rodgers in the 9th than Hurts in the 7th.
Okay, I mean that's fair. That's fair if you want to wait.
Jeremy, you're right. That's the point is where you get him, because if you're getting a Hurts, if you're having to get him, as a top 8 quarterback in your draft, no, it's probably not worth it, because the value is that people would draft somebody like Rodgers over him, or Russ will go over. I think he should. I'll take Russ before him. But if he falls and you get him, round 10 or later, then yeah, you'd rather get Hurts in round 10, than Russ in round 6 or Aaron Rodgers in round 9 or whatever.
Well, see, there's 2 sides to this. There's either the side where you guys are all way too low on Jalen Hurts, or there's a side where I'm way too high on him.
I just think you're way too high. Like I think
because last year everybody said, "Oh, you guys are crazy for drafting Josh Allen that high," and then now everybody wants him as their QB2.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be somebody like that who breaks out. That you're going to take the quarterback. You're going to take a chance on the guy. Look, what I always do is if it's a deep enough league, you just get one quarterback. That's fine. You just take a guy that you think is going to be safe, solid. Like you could take Matt Ryan this year, let's say trade Julio or whatever, and you'll be fine. And you take him at the end of your draft, and then you build up everywhere else. You're in a deep league, or especially your best ball, you take one guy for ceiling and one guy for floor, right? And so this year, you're taking a guy like I don't keep saying Tua, but like a guy like Tua, right? Or a guy like Trey Lance, or somebody like that you think could be that guy, right? That steps up with Justin Fields, whoever it is.
Oh, and then my comment on Trey Lance, not this year with Garoppolo and that whole situation, but the following year, I think he's a sneaky pick. So keepers, Dynasty, I think that's where So not this year, but the following year. I think he does have that 800 rushing yard, multiple touchdowns. So
yeah, they took him to play him this year. Like their window is now, right? They have the defense, they have the skill positions. Like they're not going to sit him, and like teams don't do that anymore. You know what I mean?
Well,
I think he plays maybe not week 1, but I think talking about Justin Fields stepping in like week 3 or 4. I don't think Trey Lance is that far behind. I think he might come sooner.
Well, no, I think they run Garoppolo into the ground until he does break this year. So I think it's until Garoppolo either dies or
what
just
if the Niners are at 1-3? They're gonna just keep rolling with Garoppolo and say, "Oh well, another wasted season." I don't.
No. Then they'll let him go. But I think Garoppolo is a decent enough quarterback to win most of his matchups. And I haven't seen the schedule, and so that's the other thing. Depending on matchups and who they like, and how well Trey Lance gets accommodated to the playbook.
Well, here's the other thing. Trevor Lawrence didn't get drafted here. I mean, why not take Trevor Lawrence as your quarterback? I mean, he's got the weapons. They're going to let him, air it out. He's got his running back now as a pass catching back. Why can't Trevor Lawrence be your starting quarterback? And you take him toward the end of the draft and you roll with him. He's got the rushing upside too. That's the thing. I mean, he's not going to run it as much as Hurts, but he's going to score a few touchdowns. He's going to run it. So,
yeah, here's the thing about Hurts. Going back to Hurts, so he only started 4 games last year, and one of those starts he only played like a half, right? And then Doug Peterson benched him and got fired. And he had 354 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in those games. So again, I think 800 rushing yards and 5 or 6 rushing touchdowns is easily doable for him. And in fantasy football, again, you're talking about 100. That's like 100 plus fantasy points. So even if he only scores 250 fantasy points throwing, you're talking about a 350 point quarterback. So that's why I just think that rushing upside is so massive.
Well, I also think they didn't know how Jalen Hurts was going to play. So it was, well, we don't know what he's going to do. So let's guard, let's kind of guard everything. Let's play zone, see how it works out. And then he just chopped him up. I think as it got later, the rushing got lesser and lesser, and so did the passing. So I think teams will just have him figured out this year or be able to limit what he does well. And so that's where like you see the upside, and I'm just like, I don't see it at all.
I mean, that's fine because we all have guys who are like,
him,
not.
But I just think you think he's a top like 3 dude, almost top 5.
No, look, I say that like with some hyperbole, of course, but like I'm not drafting him over Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, those guys.
Yeah. What about Dak? So like Dak,
no, I'm not drafting him over Dak. I've taken Dak over her. If Dak is on the board for me, I'm taking Dak.
Okay.
The problem is when you look at like the QBs, it's like here's the thing. If I don't take once Russell Wilson goes, it's basically Hurts and Aaron Rodgers are your last 2, and then you're looking at like Brady, Ryan, Tannehill, those kind of guys. So if I don't take Hurts here, I guarantee you Hurts isn't making it back to me. There's no way. There's no way Hurts is coming back to me in the 9th. He just doesn't fall that far anymore. He doesn't. Because people understand, like, he's going to be the starting quarterback and he's going to run for 800 yards. And he did that as the QB8 or whatever it is.
Yeah, so you were scared that Arsenal or Young Money would take him in the 8th because they were the only ones without QBs at that point.
Yeah, because I'm drafting at the end, so he'd have to literally go like 2 full rounds. And then I'm okay. Like, okay, fine. I'm okay getting like, I'll take Matt Ryan or Tom Brady. I'm fine with that. And I'll play the waiver wire. I don't mind doing that. And also when you're looking at the players around there, like the guys who went after him, Melvin Gordon, James Conner. I mean, I'm going to skip Marquise Brown, Goddard, Davis, Chenault, Fuller, Moore, St. Brown, Rager, Robinson, Bateman. I mean, none of those guys jump off the page to me like I have to have that guy. They don't have that massive league winning upside. Like if Jalen Hurts ends up being like a top 3 QB next year, that's gonna like be huge. Whereas those guys, like, what's their ceiling really? Like, what's realistically those guys' ceiling? So,
yeah,
like I'll chase the ceiling there.
I'm gonna end on this because I think looking at the quarterback position, I'm usually not gonna take a quarterback that early. If you're gonna take a quarterback and not wait till the end, because you can get guys. Look at the guys who weren't drafted, right? 12-team league. Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Matt Ryan. You can roll those guys. Tom Brady. You can roll those guys. You could be one all year. Like set it, forget it. Don't even worry about it, right? and then you just fill in the bye week. If you're not doing that and just waiting to the end, the only reason to take a quarterback is because you think they have enough massive upside that they could be that leader. And so who's going to do that? Maybe Lamar Jackson, if you think he goes back to, the way he was, now he's got weapons. Maybe Jalen Hurts, because he could be a breakthrough guy. Maybe like Justin Herbert, you think he's going to take like another step forward. Other than that, like, I love Dak, but I don't feel like I need to, take a quarterback 5th, 6th round. That's where he's going to go. I don't feel like I'm going to get good value on Josh Allen this year. I don't feel like, Russ Wilson is not going to win my league for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm either going to go extreme at quarterback. Either I'm all in with one of those guys that could break out, or I'm just waiting.
Yeah, because even if Hurts sucks, I just drop him and pick up Brady or Ryan or Burrow.
Yeah.
Or Lawrence. It's like no big deal. No big deal.
I mean, the only thing, if you draft a quarterback like that in round 6 or 7, like you're saying, Jeremy, no, you don't do that, because then you're costing yourself your wide receiver 3. You know what I mean? That's not worth it. But round 8 or later, it's all right. Chris just happened to be number 12 there. He knew he couldn't wait.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I'm sitting there like he's gonna have to last 2 full rounds. I mean, look, I could have drafted him instead. I could have gone Melvin Gordon, Jalen Hurts, and then I get him in the 8th. So if you want to really be picky, if you want to really
not big of it, drafting him one spot later and it being a different round does not change.
It's like you could have $99, but if I give you one more dollar, you have 100. Isn't that incredible?
All right, I just had to call you out on that, because I was like, Chris is getting way too much love on this channel, and I was like, I gotta stop this.
It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. I mean, look what he did.
Draft him in the Superflex Dynasty.
I think
you hear about all year.
I think he finished as a top 5 QB in all 3 of his starts, other than the game again where Doug Peterson benched him for no reason.
Because they were trying to lose.
Well, yeah.
I honestly don't even think they're that committed to Jalen Hurts. Like, I can see him next year drafting a QB to replace Jalen Hurts.
That's fine. I don't care about next year for a reason.
He's like, I don't care. He's like, they're all in on this year. That's all I care about.
On this year. Like, no, for sure. And the only other QB they have is Joe Flacco. Like, I'm not worried. In no way am I worried about Joe Flacco. That's for sure. We'll see, though. That's what makes it fun, right? If we knew the answers, this would be fun.
Yeah, I will say, if you win the Dynasty League with Jalen Hurts as your QB, so you got to be committed. I'll buy you a jersey.
Well, if he falls, I mean, I'm always gonna go. Like, look, I'm not gonna reach for Jalen Hurts. Like I said, to me, he's the last QB that I really want. So once the other QBs are gone, it's like, okay, I either take him now or I don't get him. And if I don't get him, I don't get him. It's fine. But again, there's nobody on the board where I'm like, man, I have to get these 2 guys. Like, I wanted Gordon because I do feel like Gordon's going to be better than people think. I think everybody's crushing him just because they drafted Williams. But there's nobody else. I'm like, I have to have these 2 guys. Like, if there was 2 position players I really liked, I would not have drafted Jalen Hurts there. But there just wasn't. So I'm like, I'll shoot for the upside of Jalen Hurts. So every draft's different.
That's one thing I definitely know about Chris is he's not a my guy kind of drafter. He's not going in saying this is the player I want. He'll take anybody. He won't avoid usually anybody if it's the right value. He's going to take whoever's the best at that spot.
Yeah, and I'm always thinking about things of like winning my league. I'm always in win league mode. I'm not in make playoff mode. I'm in win league mode. I'm in win league or bust mode. And like James Conner, and I like James Conner, Nick. I'm not picking on you there because, but it's just happened to be the next pick. Probably not going to win your league. He's fine. I mean, Melvin Gordon is probably not going to win me my league either. But that's what I'm saying. Like when I look at all those guys that were taken, probably none of those guys are going to win me my league. Maybe Noah Fant if he ends up being like a top 3 tight end or something. But so to me, it's like, but whereas Jalen Hurts, if he ends up being like a top 3 or 4 or 5 QB, could, I'm not going to say win your league, but definitely give you a great chance to win your league. So.
But we've had this conversation before, a safe team is not going to win you the championship unless if you're in like a really, really, the word slipping, if you're in like a really, really casual league. But, if you're in a league that's at all competitive, you have to hit for the home runs.
Yeah.
You have to take a lot of risk and go for those guys that are going to boom. A safe team will get you the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like a low seed in the playoffs, but that's it.
Yep.
You're going to be eliminated in the first round. And I've made that mistake for, years just the last year or so when I've gotten more serious into fantasy, that's when I was kind of opened my eyes a bit, to realize what'll actually get you there, get you the championship.
Yeah.
So it's about winning each week. It's the opposite in baseball. You have to play it safe. You have to try not to lose. You have to avoid injuries. You have to account for attrition. It's a marathon. Football's the opposite. Each week you're trying to win that week, and then you move on to the next week, and it's a whole different week. You know what I mean? So you can't think, I'm going to keep this guy all season long.
And
you know what I mean?
If you go back to like one of your leagues last year and you just look at every single week, you'll probably find the weeks you won because of like 2 or 3, maybe 4 guys in your team, and that's it. You didn't win because your whole team went off. I mean, yeah, you'll have those weeks like where your whole team goes off and you just crush the guy or whatever, and it's like, haha, that was fun. But most weeks you win because you had like 2 or 3 or maybe 4 guys who had really good games, and it didn't even matter what the rest of your team honestly did, as long as they didn't like totally crap the bed, like as long as they were okay. So that's the thing about fantasy football. You win at the top. You don't win like by having a balanced roster. You win by being very top heavy, lots of upside, and that's how you win. And yeah, you lose that way too sometimes. Like it's funny because I either not always, but it seems like for me, I either win the league or I finish like close to last. Because I'm just shooting. Because when the upside doesn't happen, then you're done. You're dead, right? You're dead in the water because your team has no floor whatsoever. But again, that's okay. I'm trying to win. I'm not trying to finish 5th or something or 4th.
Yeah. So. I definitely went into my league last year with a mindset to win it and do it all. I will say I had the luxury of winning 6 straight. So by the 7th game, I was like,
"You playing against your kids?"
No. These are, no, it's that keeper league I've posted before about and stuff. But I just had such a great roster, and then I was looking forward to the playoffs, and I was like, all right, who has the easiest schedule with most upside? And so I had Montgomery on my team, and I kept him. I was like, nope, you're staying right where you are with the schedule at the end of the year. And just had some depth, which really helped. I had Hopkins, and he wasn't bad last year at all.
He was good.
And so, it definitely helps to look forward to what you got and being competitive on the waiver wire. I remember getting Robinson, and I spent like at least 2/3 of my fab once I realized who he was. I was like, nope, not letting this guy go. Yeah. And so just being super active and beating people.
Yeah. So anyway, good discussion, but that's my thought process. But it's okay to disagree because I know Pierre thinks I'm crazy about my Jalen Hurts love too. So
I like Hurts. Like I said, as long as you get him at the right spot, I agree with everything you said about Hurts because my worry is kind of what Jeremy was saying is he was throwing it a lot, running a lot, just because first of all, I want to see what they had with him. Like nothing was working, right? They didn't have an offense, so it's like might as well let him run loose. And then their defense sucked last year. Hopefully, it's a little better this year. So it might rein it in a little bit, but I mean, I would take him if he falls to the right spot.
But defense sucking to me is an advantage.
It depends. If you're counting more like on him being a running quarterback, then no, it's not because he's only scrambling when nothing's there. You know what I mean? And you're not getting consistent. It's not like Lamar Jackson, or like even Kyler Murray, where they're having design runs. So, it depends. I think that's the main thing is we have no idea what Philly's offense is really going to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I hadn't heard too many people challenge you on the take, and that's why I was like, all right, I gotta say something before this all.
No, that's fine. I like it.
No problem. Well, I'm going to get off here, guys. Thank you for your time and your expertise. I love joining you guys in these things. It's a privilege.
For sure. We'll see you. Hopefully.
All right. Thank you, guys.